What is up, folks? We're back with Comic Book Corner. What's going on, Prime?
Guten Tag, mein Dude, and Konnichiwa, bitches.
so, so DC and Marvel, they've been on the roll here, more so on the DC side because I've been catching up on DC stuff. So DC's back in crisis mode again after we just came back from the death metal shit.
Right. So they're spinning off into Dark Crisis after this event they're doing that they say is to celebrate the death of the Justice League. I'm sorry, celebrate the death of Superman with the death of the Justice League. And I'm like, how is that a celebration? Like how
many times has Justice League died and came back, Prime?
Why are you doing this?
About 8-10 times.
And then it wouldn't be that bad as if they also didn't say in the same breath was like, oh no, don't worry, the character's still gonna appear in their book. So I'm like, then why y'all doing this? What's the point? Because at least with the death of Superman, like they stopped publication of all the Superman books.
Oh, that was full. They full stuff. They made you believe.
3 months. Like they had a whole funeral. That motherfucker was Superman did not appear anywhere else. Like once Doomsday and him knocked each other out, like he was like that was it. Like Clark was off the board. There were like memorial issues and shit. They canceled this. No, not canceled, but they suspended printing his 4 books. What was
you got was Batman, Action, Aquaman, and everything else.
Yeah, everything else went along with normal, but they were addressing the fact that Clark is dead. And so them just going, oh no, it's just self-contained in the Justice League book. So if you don't want to read the Justice League book, then why are you doing this? Why are you wasting my fucking time and my fucking money? What's going on here? What's up? Talk to me.
I mean, that's what they do. That's what they do. Waste our time. All right.
And I would be upset, or I would be even angrier, which I am pretty fucking angry. If you can't tell, I'm actually doing a good job being calm.
Well, your anger was from our offline thing about Harmony Gold, so you already wasted, your anger already.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure the tank will get full again while we're going tonight. But the only reason I'm not as mad as I should be is because Joshua Williamson is doing it, and he's one of my favorite current comic book writers.
You told me good things about him, so I believe it.
Even though there's some stumbling blocks things, but then there was I think there was an interview they put on the YouTube channel or was on Twitter or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was YouTube because they actually did a trailer, an actual comic book commercial. Because I always stop whatever I'm doing when I see they drop an actual commercial for a comic book.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh wait, hold on, I gotta watch this. So I watched the commercial, and no disrespect, Josh, you didn't feel with confidence there, bro. I'm like, I don't know about this shit, dog. He didn't seem enthusiastic about it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me projecting.
I mean, he seemed more enthusiastic with his Batman storyline that's happening.
Yeah,
more than anything.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And this interview, he just kind of like, oh, the Justice League's dead. They're fighting the darker. And so my thing is like, so have they revealed? And look, he references one of my favorite all-time Legion stories because I think that's what they're building the base off of this the Great Darkness Saga. And I mean, I know that sounds fucking cliche. Like I think that's like everyone's favorite fucking Legion story.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna be fighting whatever the Dark Army or Dark Legion, whatever fucking cutie pie name they have for it.
Mm-hmm.
And my question was, whatever happened to that Dark Justice League that they were assembling in Tales from the Dark Multiverse? They had the Eradicator, Lois, and the where the fuck did those guys go?
Sitting on the back burner until they figure out what they want to do with them.
Oh,
I mean,
so
I just finished reading Superman: The Authority, and I like the basic premise of it and stuff, and I like that.
I did. I like that. I like that too. That's one of the last comic books, last newer comic books I read. I liked the concept. I don't really particularly like a lot of the execution of it. Yeah. And then it turns out that that setup was completely pointless because over in Action Comics, is it Action? Where Clark is over on War World.
Yeah,
is it Action? No, yeah, it's Action. Written by the dude who had that really good Swamp Thing mini. What's his name?
Shit. Now I forgot.
Fuck, what is his name? Because I really like that Swamp Thing book he did. Fuck.
It's not Venditti. No, it's not Venditti.
That's not Venditti. It's
no.
He's I believe he's Asian American or Asian descent. He also wrote this book called I think he had some fantasy book you did for Image or Dark Horse.
I'm blanking out on names. If it was Marvel, I would know
immediately. I want to say, my brain keeps want to say Yin. I'm like, it's not Yin. It's or Yoon. It's not that. But anyway, whatever the fuck Morrison was doing in Superman and the Authority was completely rendered mute because that home dude, he got the story like and just kind of like just glanced over and wasn't directly doing a direct follow-up from those events. So
because like in Action Comics, because like you said, Action Comics they're on War World, but then at the end of Authority, it was the whole thing of we're gonna liberate War World. You know, he's talking to Manchester Black, and I'm like, okay, so I'm
what?
confused on the timeline here because
Right. So like, yeah, after was it after Dark Christ? Not Dark Christ. He got me getting shit mixed up. No, not Lin Wayne. God rest his soul. Dark Metal. So after Dark Metal, they pretty much are just like all continuity and everything happened, everything's in canon because you know we had a bloodletting and fired a bunch of editors, so we're not gonna be checking your shit. So everything counts. Just do it. Just go buck wild, guys. Have fun.
Yeah. Just do whatever.
And pretty much like it's been so, I don't want to say heartbreaking because that's like over dramatic, but it's been kind of like to watch the just pretty much run of the asylum. Like it seems like no one's driving over there. You know what I mean?
I mean, because I think that's what got me with that whole Authority run was like you end it and it's like, okay, so the Authority is going to help liberate War World, but then
It turned out like no, he's going to go find Kryptonians who send him a signal because nothing matters. No one's checking anything. There's no continuity.
well also they picked up on that plot point with the whole death metal thing because he had the artifact that he was showing him about the
right,
and I was like, so this is okay. All right.
And then like that also ties into that fucking the inconsistency Future Shock where it had Midnighter running around on War World jumping back and forth for that time paradox. And like so it's pretty much it's I'm not crazy, but like all that Future Shock shit, that's all potential futures, right? And like they're not
it's potential futures, but it's not
like,
set in stone.
They're not even in continuity with each other. Like they're all contradictory as well. So I'm like, what? Does anyone care? Does anyone give a fuck? Does anyone give a shit?
Cool Comics, Prime. That's what this is. It's Cool Comics.
It's barely even that, bro. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we doing this?
See, I was being nice about that.
I mean, I'll be hard pressed right now. Name 4 really good Future State books. Homegirl's Wonder Woman book.
True.
I like that Justice League book, but I can see like that probably won't be a lot of other people's fucking cup of tea.
Definitely not.
I also like the Future State Wonder Woman book that was the collapse of the universe and Darkseid going to slap Clark shit one more time before everything ended. But that doesn't mean it was good. It's because I liked it.
So the only thing Wonder Woman related that I've been reading is the Nubia book that's ongoing right now, which is actually really good. I like it.
You like it? Okay.
I like it.
I'll allow it.
Could be slight bias because I know the writer, so could be it.
Personally?
Yeah. Well, not personally, but just first via I've seen her other projects and stuff, and they're pretty good. So I'm kind of like, all right.
Which one?
She did like a lot of indie projects.
No, I'm saying no. I thought it was a co-writer. Which writer?
Freaking Steph was yeah, her. So I followed her for a while because she's been doing like writing for other stuff. So it's like, all right, I'm willing to sit there and ride it out for Nubia. Why not? So my bias could be out there, but going by your look, you're like,
take it or leave it. Mostly leave it.
Okay, that's fair.
But you know, we are different individuals with different tastes.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, I've been digging it, and maybe it's because I've been fiending for more Nubia stuff because everybody keeps talking about her online. So I'm like, all right, let me just go ahead and read this book and stuff, and just go from there. I think that's where I'm sitting at with it.
I was saying, speaking of, her Future State book was garbage, so I can understand how you.
You know what? That's what it is. Nubia. That's what it is. It's that future. Like I've read a couple of the Future State stuff, and I was like, this is like a 180 from her solo book that's ongoing right now. What is going on with the bizarre? Like,
because there's no consistency. No one gives a shit. Like, I promise you,
there's nobody like, sitting down. Like,
no, they fired all the editors. No one's doing shit.
Because at least at Marvel, to a degree, they're at least sitting down and be like, all right, here's what we're doing in this book. Let's not like Devil's Reign right now. It looks like there's at least some collaboration and talking with people at the very least.
Better than over in X-Men. Yeah, better than what's going on for fucking X-Men. Because I tell you, when I say the assignment is being run by the clowns, like, ain't nobody give a fuck what's going on over there.
It ain't as put this way, the X-Men stuff isn't as disarray as DC, but it's almost on hold my beer status. It's getting
I
there.
don't know, bro. They about fucking neck and neck. The only reason, you know what? I give you this. The only reason I can't say the X-Men books disarray is as bad as DC is because at least the X-Men shit is isolated to the X-Men shit.
Yes. It's not bleeding over. It's not bleeding over into the other stuff because the only thing X-Men related in Devil's Reign, the only thing related to X-Men related in Devil's Reign only came when Storm rolled up to fix and was like, yeah, the X-Men don't have shit to do with this, so y'all got this. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's it. That's all I needed. It's just Storm coming in and saying the X-Men has nothing to do with this stuff. Y'all have fun. Bless up. We're out. I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine. That's all I needed. But yeah. Because if the X-Men started bleeding into the Marvel U, I'll be like, all right, this is a shit show at this stage. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing here. Don't know.
They don't.
But DC is just like, you know, it reminds me like New 52, honestly. When they did New 52 and they decided, hey, you know what? We're going to keep Green Lantern and Batman on point. Everything's going to still keep going. Everybody else reboot. And I'm like,
get fucked. And you know what? You know, we talk about this a lot in this show that time is a circle and shit does repeat itself. And you know what? You about right. Like the disarray in the office, the what seems to be a lack of direction.
I'm sorry, Prime. I'm still hurt from collecting all those issues of Future's End, thinking it was going to lead to something. I'm sorry. I'm still hurt from that. All right. The pain is still there.
You're hurt. I still got a shard in my heart from fucking Convergence. Like, do you know how many fucking Convergence books I bought?
I started and then I stopped myself.
They were like, these are the last time you'll see these versions of these characters. I was like, well, I gotta
buy it. Gotta buy it.
I gotta get them.
I have been hurt so much.
I'm not made of money, bro. Like, come on.
I mean, yeah.
Although I did like watching, was it Kingdom Come Superman choke out 90 Superboy? That did tickle my ball sack.
I mean, look, I read that and I was like, you know what? I finally understand why Prom loved watching Brandon Ruth's Superman choke the shit out of Superman and Lois Superman so much. So I was like, I finally get it now. I understand. I totally understand.
Bless up. It's I don't know. It's just something about older Clark with the gray temples coming in and regulating. It just, you know, it just fills me with a certain sense of joy. You know what I mean?
You mean dad bod?
Yeah, dad bod soups coming in. Go, hey, stop that shit.
That's what I remember as a kid seeing that cover of Kingdom Come. And like, again, your vision as a kid of Superman is this stoic, you know, in shape Superman. So when you see this Superman, it's like, he looks like my dad in a Superman costume, but yet I want to read this book now. Like, you know, seeing Batman with the exo armor, I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened to Batman? Like, all right. So yeah.
And why haven't they made a fucking animated Kingdom Come movie yet? Like,
I mean, they wasted ink for that fucking bullshit Injustice cartoon movie.
You know what got me? Like watching all you niggas. Yes, I'm talking to you directly, audience. Watching all you niggas. Hop on my timeline and going, man, that Injustice movie suck. And I'm like, wow, color me surprised. The movie with the story based on the game, based on the comic book whose stories suck. That sucked too? Oh wow. Shock.
Oh,
fucking shock.
But Catwoman Hunted, really good. Anime look and everything. It's really good.
Yeah, is it on the Max yet?
It's on the digital. It might be available on DVD now.
But right, then I might hit the. I will lift the bat embargo because you're not the first person I've heard.
There's no Batman in it at all. It's all Catwoman and Batwoman and that's it.
It's on the shelf, baby. It's on the shelf. Is it in continuity with the Superman Man of Tomorrow movie?
No. It's its own separate thing and stuff. It's
nothing
like
wrong with that.
So it's fine. Cool. I mean, look, if you told me old girl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine playing Batwoman plays her just like her Brooklyn Nine-Nine character, and I'll be happy with that, I'll be like, yes, give me more of that, please.
I need a good Batwoman in my life.
It's good. She's great. Look, I love the anime look. I think that sets it off immediately. So.
Hold up, Landry. Do I really want to see Kingdom Come Think Pieces in 20XX?
Oh, I see. 20XX implies we are in COVID, so that is the future.
So we're in the Mega Man timeline. All right, cool.
Hold on, what was the name of the disease that hit the Mavericks?
Oh, was it the Maverick virus?
It's like the Maverick virus. COVID is the Maverick virus at this point.
Basically, how it keeps fucking jumping around. Goddamn it!
I mean, we're already at the freaking Omicron, so it's like, damn, are we going to hit Mega Man status where people are just?
I'm telling you, man, we are getting too uncomfortably close for Omega for my liking, man. Like I watch
I mean,
too much sci-fi. I don't like how.
But
And how dare we skip Greek letters to get to Omicron? How dare you? How dare you? First of all,
I can't help it. I'm sorry. It's just, you know. But hey, Prime. Nightwing is teaming up with Superman, the new Superman.
So going back to we're gonna link these two things together.
Yeah. Let's link it back together. Let's link it back.
Talking about Injustice. Did you see that tweet that Tom Taylor, the writer of Nightwing and Superman, Son of Kal-El, that tweet he did about how like he wished that when he was writing Injustice, he could have wrote a more hopeful Superman, and it really broke his heart to do the thing.
Oh, I actually have the Grant Morrison quote, by the way, of that. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah. So when Tom Taylor said that shit, like I almost had a tism, as they say in the streets, because I was about to quote tweet that shit and go, how fucking dare you have the audacity to popularize and write such a vile, horrific version of Superman, then at the end of it, when the shit is blown up and become meme worthy, to go, oh, I really didn't want to do that at all, guys. I'm like, you're the one who wrote Superman to have like that fucking zero. Like, there are ways to write evil Superman and still have the core character. Like, how the fuck is it that the literal Nazi Superman had more of Superman in him than the version written by fucking Tom Taylor in Injustice, where he was at least had some of that core morality of him, and still like he questioned the things he was doing. Like he showed like, well, maybe he was fucking, even at his core, he was still Superman. You're fucking Superman. You write one of the most reprehensible versions, then at the end of it, throw your hands up and goes, well, it really broke my heart, you guys. Fuck you, Tom.
I mean, I never understood. Hate to say it, it's not like I'm trying to take the piss out of him and stuff. I kind of hated how Zack Snyder felt the need to kind of like put Superman in that bubble a little bit. Like,
yeah,
because it's like look, one of the things, like, I liked Man of Steel. I liked the whole quandary of Clark's dad kind of saying when Clark was like, should I save those kids? And he was like, I mean, maybe. You know,
yeah, like look, I like, you know me, I love Man of Steel. Yeah. But like I feel like other than, I don't think Zach really understands Clark. He thinks he does, which I think is adorable.
He needed another movie. He really needed another Superman solo movie to really like, all right, can we just bring it home on your plans of what you did in Man of Steel, and then maybe I'll be on board with it.
And what really makes me mad is that Henry Cavill with his fine ass really, really wants another Superman movie, and they're acting like they do not want to give him one. And
I'm like, guys, I love doing The Witcher, but can I do Superman again, please?
Does it making it like, have you watched interviews like that motherfucker knows Superman, like the way he talking? I'm like, give this man a fucking movie.
I'm telling you, WB, don't fuck around and let Marvel snatch him up to be Hyperion. I'm just saying.
Fucking Captain, like, look, if I look over and see him as Captain Britain, I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
Man,
I'm gonna still jack off. I'm gonna still jack off. I'm gonna be mad as a motherfucker.
I want him as Hyperion as a middle finger to WB, but I would take him as Captain Britain too.
Man.
Or Union Jack, I don't know.
Fucking bullshit. I don't know. He's not slender enough to be Union Jack. Like, Union Jack should be like Daredevil size to me. That's
yeah. He is
my fucking head canon.
You know what? Yo, he is really too jacked to be Union Jack. You're right.
Swole in the motherfucker.
It's like Union Jack should be punching Captain America. It's like, whoa there, sir. We can't have that. You're right.
Like, you mean the Union Jacked?
You imagine he has the whole mask on, he's just all jacked up.
With that fucking suit on, the fucking stretch across his back. Big ass. That big motherfucker.
It's like, clearly that's Henry Cavill. Ain't nobody else.
Who's the Union Jack? Like, who's to say?
Who's to say it is? Who's to say it is Cavill? Wink, wink.
Big motherfucker. Anyway,
but he really is. Be like, please, can I get Superman?
He's like, this man is literally begging. He's literally begging, like, please let me play Superman.
That's money in the bank. That is money.
Like, why? Like, WB, I feel like it's run by morons. I'm sorry. It's like you have you have to be brain damaged to like leave as much money on the table that they leave, and then be like, "Well, we're doing everything." No, you really aren't. You're not. You truly aren't.
But back to the quote. I got the quote from Grant Morrison. I question the desire to attribute the worst aspects of human behavior to characters whose only useful function, as I see it, aside from simply entertaining young people and anyone else who fancies an uplifting holiday in a storybook world far from grinding monotony of pessimism and disillusion, is to provide a primary colored cartoon taste of how we all might be if we had wit in the will and the self-sacrifice it takes to privilege our best selves and loftiest aspirations over our base instincts. While that great day is unlikely to happen anytime soon in any halfway familiar real world, why not let the comic book universes be playgrounds for that kind of utopian impulses that have in the past brought out the best in us?
I feel like I feel like they're subtweeting someone. Grant,
That's yeah, because Grant just boom hit it right there.
Are you talking about the Toms? Are you talking about the Toms there, Grant?
Clearly he is subtweeting the shit out of Tom.
He is subtweeting the absolute fuck out of both Toms. Hard as fuck. Damn, Grant. That's why I love you, man. That's why I love you, baby.
I mean, it shines through when he wrote the fucking Superman and the Authority. Like, that's Superman right there.
It's not that hard. Like, I don't understand motherfuckers who go, "Well, it's so hard to write Superman." It's truly not. It really isn't.
It's not. It really isn't.
He's like literally. I think him and Spider-Man are like some of the easiest characters to write for.
And shockingly enough, Marvel knows not to put Spider-Man into, I'm going to make him murder Spider-Man. I mean, they teased it with Doc Ock until, like I said, he punched off the jaw of Scorpion. Was like, oh shit, let me not do that again, because Peter could have killed me years ago and didn't. So
right, he's like, you mean him this whole time you're holding back? Yes, motherfucker.
It's like, I could have paralyzed you 10 times over. Come on now. Which in and of itself does make Spider-Man very scary. Thinking back on that.
Yeah, that's why Spider-Man is. I always find it interesting. Like, Spider-Man is always punching below his weight class, like busting up muggers and shit. Like, dude, Spider-Man is strong as fuck.
He can literally fight Juggernaut if he wanted to. I mean, he has.
He has. Like, what?
He has, but
Peter, what are you doing?
I mean, he's beat Rhino with ease. That's the crazy part about it. So, yeah.
I feel the same way about Electro. I'm like, Electro, you are the closest thing to a living lightning god on the planet. Why are you robbing banks, bro? What are you doing? What's going on here?
His aspirations is just
Landry ain't lying. WB is doing 4 things and Batman is in 3.
Didn't they announce another Batman book?
They did. They have. Fuck them. I'm so fucking mad. I'm so mad, man.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Look, I read was it Batman 120 with Batman fighting Abyss in the police department, and Batman's actually being blind, fighting Abyss blind. And I was like, oh, Batman's finally in a quandary where he's like on the back end of a fight. All right, cool. So that was great. It felt like the book had to find a reason. Like, Batman could probably beat the shit out of Abyss, but what can we do? All right, make him blind. All right, cool. So he's just Daredevil, essentially.
Basically. So, running around with fucking Lex Luthor.
The buddy comedy, the buddy duo that I always wanted to see. That should have been in live action. Clearly should have. So, which makes me wonder though, because like the new Green Lantern, was it
which one?
Was it the black chick?
JoJo?
Yeah, JoJo. Yeah, JoJo. They're finally gonna have her with the Justice League and stuff, and I think that is tying into the new Dark Crisis.
Dark Crisis, yeah. It just like it's gonna be just like the basic the future state Justice League after what's going on with Dark Crisis with John Yara with her fine ass.
Yeah.
Jackson Aquaman with his fine ass.
I mean, it's like the CW but in comic form, just hot ass characters.
It sounds horrible. Why did you say that? Why would you broadcast that in the universe?
Because CW they put hot people in these dramatic shows. I'm just saying. I'm not wrong on that end. I mean, we got a hot ass fucking Batwoman. We got a fine ass Poison Ivy. You know, I think out of that whole cast, I mean, hell, even dude that's playing Backwing, yes, he's dorky, but he's still fine. Just saying, that's what CW does. I mean, that's what they do. Quality aside, so
Right.
quality aside, but yeah, I'm kind of and that's what confuses me about the whole. If the Justice League are dying, so I'm going to guess JoJo and the rest of them are going to be the new Justice League. They're going to take over, I guess, regular stuff.
That's what it looks like from that promo art I saw.
I mean, so we're going to get new Superman taking over, new JoJo.
I think also Jake's Batman.
So we get Black Batman. So this is the Rainbow Coalition Justice League. It's going to be great, excellent. Actually, you know what? Reading Superman the Authority, I was definitely happy to see John's niece back in the fold. Finally, I was like, oh, it's been a while since I've read up on her. She's back. Yay. Is DC going to use her after this?
That's the big question with a lot of characters. Like they disappear, come back, and it's like, oh, are they back for good now?
No, they're just here, and it's like, oh, I want to see more
temporarily. Yeah.
Put them on Teen Titans or something. I don't know.
So I caught up on Young Justice Outsiders, and I'm fucking furious.
Furious how? Because I saw you write something. What are you furious about with Outsiders?
So no, Phantoms.
Phantoms.
I feel like maybe the jump to HBO Max is giving them like a little bit too much leeway, because a lot of it seems a lot of too edgy for me. And
is it the Beast Boy on pills thing?
No, that's fine. I mean, just like a lot of the swearing and a lot of the gore, like we're on the streaming so we can do like this. I'm like, that's not mature. It looks kind of like, because you were able to do a mature story and do some of the same things, but you're on fucking Cartoon Network. So this is kind of lame, bro. And I don't like the utilization of the Legion. That kind of makes me mad.
Yeah, they're there. It's like I'm still so are they like trying to make sure the future doesn't get changed? I'm confused on what they're trying to do. That's the only thing that's kind of throwing me off.
Like, look, I thought they were there to take Superboy. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Like they were gonna,
it seems that might be it.
He died. Maybe. They just came to snatch him to do the usual. The super person goes to the future, like as they do,
Yeah,
as they do.
But he's still alive, apparently. I guess
somewhere in the sun. And then like the pacing is really badly. Like they like it's a neat experiment. Stretching out things in these 4-episode arc chunks.
Many arc chunks that's building up to a big, I guess, arc. I guess I'm assuming that's what this is building towards.
I'm assuming so. Like these mini arcs are building on, but I feel like that's affecting the pacing. Like maybe they don't have to all be 4 episodes. Maybe you can scale them back. You can do 1, 2. It's fine. Cram more characters in, because as Landry here is stating, Connor died and we didn't get any episodes of his friends reacting to it.
Just got that after credits with Superman talking to what's his face and lamenting his death, and that's about it. But Mary Marvel, they're doing that storyline from the comics with her and the Granny Goodness. And I'm like, all right,
don't want it, don't need it.
But at the same time, it makes Zatanna out to be the biggest douche in the fucking world. I was like,
she's a bitch. When my boy Khalid was like, did you orchestrate this shit, bitch? And she didn't answer the question. I'm like, you bitch.
Like, you literally denied Mary Marvel a place with y'all for the sake of that. Like, that was a dick move. I was like, you know what, Mary? Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. You know what?
My question is, in 20XX, are we gonna get that costume Mary had when she was rolling with Granny Goodness? My question.
Since they're already edging on edgelord stuff on there, we getting it. Confirmed, we're gonna probably end up getting that. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen.
So Mad Coco asks, did I get the Legion cartoon series from the mid-aughts on Blu-ray? You want me to get up and grab it? I can show you the cover. It's like right around the corner here. Of course I did.
Oh, Legion of Superheroes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like
of course, yeah. That's like as soon as that shit went available. Like I bought it, like ironically, I bought it the week that DC fandom when they had that reunion panel. I was like, let me just log on to Amazon real quick.
Yeah, like
order that motherfucker.
It's literally one of the more underrated shows that a lot of people kind of came around to.
It's a good fucking show. It's a good fucking show.
So yeah, it was kind of one of those. It was, you know what it was? It came during that period of time where like kids WB kind of sort of cared about the show, but not really.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got their second season because they had to do some substantial retooling because there's like you guys got to rework it because we're got to get more viewers on it. And I guess because it didn't have a fucking Batman character in it, and they're like, well, they're panicking like, well, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
Superman.
Well, let's put 2 Supermans in it. Oh, okay, that'll work. All right, whatever, dog.
I mean, it worked out. I mean, hell, 2 Supermans is pretty nice to have.
Yeah, like I like the show a lot. Again, I'm biased. I'm a Legion stan, so you know maybe my opinion might not hold that much weight.
I mean, but yeah, I see what you mean about Young Justice. I remember, you know what's funny? I told D was catching up with that. I was like, dude, you're gonna like Beast Boy. He's like popping pills and he's depressed. He's like, get out of here. And I was like, yup.
Look, I got a problem with that. Like, I think that's
realistic to like
that's to the spirit of what a lot of those older Teen Titans books were. Because look, I see a lot of people like shit on Titans because I'm getting caught up on Titans too, right? The show. I got a lot of problems with Titans too.
Bless your heart on Titans.
We will fucking get there. But like the one thing I will say I like about both Titans and Young Justice Phantoms is that it really, really does a good job leaning hard into like the spirit of the melodrama from the old 80s, like the Wolfman Perez Titan comic. Because like I feel like people like, oh, Teen Titans is light and goofy. Like, have you actually read the 80s Teen Titans books?
Oh, it went there.
There's some pretty fucked up shit going on in them books. And it wasn't all about superheroes. It was all like about the melodrama and the personal relationship between the characters. Like that's why the book succeeded and became a success, because it was doing a lot of things with teenage characters that other books weren't doing at the time. Like I feel like talking to like people who've only coming into comic books recently or only coming in through like the MCU movies, when you say shit like, did you know there was a time in history when the new Teen Titans and the Uncanny X-Men were the biggest, selling hundreds, thousands of issues,
millions,
the biggest comics in the world, and they had a fucking crossover. Like, why are the Teen Titans and X-Men crossover? Because they were the hot shit. They were the hot shit back then.
Like they were big. Like I think people like
Marvel. It doesn't compute to them. Like
I feel every year. I feel once a year. I had to tell folks, convincingly tell them, dog, there was a time where the X-Men ruled the roost and Marvel didn't really give 2 fucks about the Avengers.
Anybody else. Like
it was X-Men, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and Hulk. That was your only 4 they gave a fuck about. Everybody else, nobody cared.
Ass the fuck out.
Daredevil, fuck off.
They used to throw like the developmental writers of Daredevil, which by the way, served Daredevil well because his books has always been consistent.
Very consistent. Very consistent. Captain America, fuck off. Whatever.
Fuck off.
Don't care.
Fuck him. Don't give a fuck.
Thor,
fuck off.
Iron Man, yeah, we don't care. We don't care.
Say, and then, look, people look at me like I'm crazy. Look at me like I actually like I'm smoking the drugs when I say Marvel did not give a flying fuck about Iron Man until after 2008.
I would say I would say no. Funny enough, it was when they got out of bankruptcy, selling those movie rights, that they had to focus on Daredevil and all them characters, and they gave a fuck about Iron Man. That was when it started turning around a little bit.
I promise you, Iron Man at the most was a C-B list character. And I'm saying
I'll give him B.
I'm pushing B. I'm stretching the definition to give him B.
I'm gonna give him B because he did have a 2-season cartoon series and he was in the Spider-Man cartoon. So B. We'll give him B. I'll give him B minus.
I'll give him a B minus because you are right. Because I do like the second season of that cartoon.
Yeah. I mean, also, and they put Force Works in there, so you know they had to throw that.
You mean the West Coast Avengers?
Yeah, West Coast Avengers. My bad. Look. I still maintain Avengers United is staying. If they popped out with that show today, that shit would go over way better than what it did back then. Especially with that group of characters. And we're in phase 4 of Marvel where there's no Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man kicking around. That would go over well today.
You right as a motherfucker. You know what I'm sitting there thinking about it, thinking about the episodes, thinking about the roster. You right.
That goes to show how much Marvel didn't give a fuck about that, because the fact that they was like, yeah, we're gonna put out this West Coast Avengers team and have them team with the X-Men.
Right. If I think about the fucking United We Stand, they thought back then that, oh no, we got to protect Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man. Those are our big guns.
Big guns.
So let's just put the Ant-Man and them together in a cartoon.
I say this is
Because
somebody
no,
that no.
I'm lying. The reason that they weren't in that cartoon because how the licenses work, they had optioned out Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor separately for their own
Yep.
shows, so
Mhm.
they couldn't appear in the Avengers. In fact, like I think the show that got closest to development along was the Captain America one.
Yep.
But fuck, what happened?
They only used one of the ideas for one episodes of Avengers United They Stand.
Right. Wasn't it the Red Skull one?
It was a Red Skull one because Captain America popped up in one episode of that series, and it was supposed to spin off from that into his own series. So yeah,
And nothing materialized. Like,
nothing.
I remember on like I'm dating myself, but I remember on the news group days, seeing the promotional arts, that had Captain America fighting AIM agents.
Yep.
I can see why. Like, it's the show's not for everyone, and like you hear the thing like this: the Avengers with Power Ranger armor. Like, come fuck that.
Hey, look. Me being a person that knew about those characters, I was hyped to see Ant-Man and Wasp and Hawkeye and Tigra and Wonder Man and Vision and stuff. I was like, shit, I'm there.
Where else will we get a cartoon where Ant-Man
is leading
Hank Pym Ant-Man at that?
Hank Pym
Ant-Man at that, leading the Avengers. Fighting against his arch nemesis Egghead. Where is we getting that else? Where else does that happen?
You get that nowhere else.
Never again. Is it a good show? I didn't hate it. That's about as far as I go.
The fact that they were going to team up with the X-Men showed that they need the X-Men to kind of really anchor that fucking show to boost it up because they
was going to be an X with
they were
Wanda.
legit banking on that team up to boost.
Remember that shit?
They were legit. Cause I think I have it in that X-Men, the art and the making of the animated series. They were banking on the team up with the X-Men to anchor the show to get another season, basically, and it didn't happen. And they were going to, and they basically were good, and that's the reason why the animation in the last season of X-Men it looks just like Avengers United They Stand.
You just awakened some race memories in me, bro. Oh yeah, that theme was cool as fuck.
Oh yeah, definitely. But back to Titans though. So what? So you mentioned that one aspect of Titans. So what was the other thing about Titans that you're like,
just the show in general? Like I'm saying, like I don't have a problem with the melodrama, but like I have a lot of questions about some of the choices they make. Like I think we said a long time ago. Like I came to terms with the show being a series about hurting people.
Oh yes, it is.
and the fact that I have to give it a little bit of leeway because of fucking Akiva Goldsman. And and just like we talk about try hard, like I think if we gave an example, what would be a try hard comic book TV show? Like trying hard to be edgy or trying hard to be mature and failing at it. It's Titans. It's like without a doubt, without questions. Like,
look, as soon as I saw Hawk and Dove having sex, and Dove talking about Hawk might have like erectile dysfunction, this whatever and stuff, after they had sex, like you're all right, and I'm like, I mean, I didn't want this in Titans, but sure, I guess we could talk about that little incident.
Or Jason going to give his sad confessional to the sex club or the chicks just sitting there with the boobies out. Like so adult.
I'm sorry, but the reveal of Jason Todd as Red Hood, the fact that they blew their load in one episode.
They didn't even attempt to like. Because to be fair, I'd rather they do that. Like I didn't have a problem with that because at first I was like, they didn't even try, but then I went, you know what? They know we know. They know we know.
But they just blew their load so quick. It was just like, Jesus, like that was quick.
I would rather they premature than fucking do a fucking Arkham Knight and lie to my goddamn face.
True. That was the biggest. They had me believing that Bruce got cloned. I swear to God, they had my ass fooled. I was like, Bruce got cloned? All right, cool. That'd be dope. And it's like, oh, it's Jason.
That would have been way fucking better. Wow.
It would have been in line. Shit, if you told me that fucking they got
with fucking Hugo Strange with the shit, that would have made the Ra's al Ghul shit from City make sense. Wow. That would have made the fucking Azrael shit make sense. Wow.
Yep. I thought it was.
Good. Wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, when I saw Jason Todd, I was like, I mean, I like the aspect of Scarecrow being the one kind of, pulling strings a little bit. A little bit.
That Scarecrow. Am I crazy? That's not Connor from Angel, is it? That's not him. That's somebody else, right? Because he looks just like that motherfucker.
Hold up. Let me look this up.
Who's playing Scarecrow? Professionals.
I swear to God, if it is him from
Oh,
Angel,
it is him.
Oh shit, you're right. You are right. Holy fuck. Vincent
Well, see,
Carthizer.
Well, see, look.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is him. Damn.
Well, see, look. Last time I saw the motherfucker, he was a madman. He did not look anything like that.
No, he didn't.
So I'm guessing that California living and some good eating is doing him well. Doing him pretty well.
Yeah, I like the aspect of like them and then them actually hiring an actual disabled person to play Barbara Gordon.
Right. So am I also nuts? Because I'm also watching the behind the scenes featurettes afterwards. But did they mute her hair when she's Barbara? Does she have like naturally redder hair?
I think she had redder hair, but I want to say it might be the way the way it's filmed,
is it the lighting or the color. Because I'm like,
it could be the lighting.
I was watching like I said, the behind the scenes featurette, and like she comes on talking about it with a remarkably different accent. And she has this vibrant, bright red hair. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this? Like, that's Barbara? She don't look that on the show.
I mean, look, like I said, there is a lot of things to like. I mean, you heard what they're going to have next season, right? Brother Blood.
No, I haven't, because I haven't finished this season yet.
Yeah, Brother Blood and all that stuff.
That's right, because Homeboy was on Facebook saying he's excited to see Characters he curated being used again. He said he'd never see him again.
Yeah, Brother Blood is going to be, I guess, the big bad of the next season. I'm like,
Brother Blood and Mother Mayhem?
I think it is Mother Mayhem. To which I'm like, so is Cyborg from that other show going to pop up in Titans at any point in time? Is that happening? Not happening?
I hope so, because like it just feels so weird that there's a Beast Boy.
I like him in Doom Patrol. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, I love
it's
Doom
like,
Patrol.
can I see him on the Titans? Just give me a couple episodes.
Cameo. Because like they were on the same Earth, but then they kind of hand waved that away, like, oh yeah, they're somewhere else. It's fine.
Somewhere else. They're off doing their thing. It's like
we're Earth 7, they're Earth 12. It's okay.
But you're right though. That Nightwing costume is like just
pristine. Like, look, I got a lot of issues with Titans. None of them is in that fucking Nightwing costume because that shit is perfection. It's the perfect Nightwing costume.
Also, what's your thoughts on Blackfire and Starfire?
Like whatever. I'm like it's I don't hate it. They're there. Shouts out to my man Carter getting some of that black juice.
Man, I did not see that pairing happening at all. But as soon as Connor walked in there and she tried to throw the knife, he just grabbed her like, "Oh, that's cool." And she's like, "Oh, word."
Moist.
Connor playing oblivious, like, what is this sex youth that you're saying? And it's like,
let me just do this little right. Also, I like the kid playing Connor. I think he does a good job playing that version of Connor. The
kid that's trying to figure out, he's Superman. It's kind of like the what's the word? Not gonna say oblivious. The naivety.
Yeah, because he's like
Superboy.
Not that old. He's young. I like him. I like that.
Do you like Robin number 3?
No. No. Nah.
Not a fan of Tim Drake?
Nah. And so you know my feelings. You know why I'm not a fan of that. Especially when
I don't think they gave him enough material to really do anything.
Nothing at all. And I'm like, why is he Tim Drake? Why can't he just be Duke Thomas?
I mean, that'd be nice.
And it's like, because you're not going in order. It's like, well, we gotta have the Ramas in order. Who the fuck says you have to do that in an adaptation?
If you said it was Duke Thomas, I'd be like, all right, shit, cool.
I'm like, all right, that's fine.
Tim Drake will come at some point. We'll get to that point.
Right? Like, you didn't have to have fucking Tim Drake. It could have been fucking Carrie Kelly. Like, you didn't have to go in order. Like, okay.
I like how Young Justice is still just dangling that shit with fucking. We know it's Jason Todd underneath that fucking mask on the goddamn island. And we know that's fucking damn Damian Wayne, baby Damian Wayne, just sitting there the whole time. Like, so you just gonna throw that shit in front of us, and
right. And then, like, is it crazy? Am I crazy, or did they change that dude's costume from the last season? Like now it's more obvious that's a Robin costume. Like, in case you didn't know, in case you didn't notice, We're making sure.
It's still legal shadow attire, but we're gonna put the Robin colors to really drive home.
You see that green stripe and that yellow circle? You get it? That's Robin.
Hey, Damian Wayne is walking now. Oh shit.
You get it? You get it?
Dude, next season.
I was like, Justice. And then the fact that they didn't mention David Kane for fucking Cassandra. It's just like, oh, I'm like, that's disrespectful as fuck, man. The disrespect.
Hey, I'm digging them actually diving into how much of an asshole fucking Lady Shiva is to her daughter. Like, goddamn, that's some cold-hearted shit right there.
I'm here for it. That has to be one of my favorite versions of Lady Shiva. And then thinking about it, I'm like, has there ever been a bad version of Lady Shiva in the media? Like, even the version from that Birds of Prey TV show, even she was pretty fucking base.
Dude, Arrow's Lady Shiva was dope. Whoa, is that no? Is that Lady? Was that Lady Shiva in Arrow? Well, I'm thinking.
Are you thinking about China White?
I'm thinking of China White. Damn. See, that's my bad. That's China White. My bad. I'm getting it. Yeah, I forgot she was in fucking that Birds of Prey show. Damn. Yeah. That's a nice pull there. Because didn't they do a backstory where they had her fighting against a Batgirl? I think.
Yes. With that fucking dope ass Batgirl costume from that show.
Oh, that's what it was. She was supposed to be an Arrow, and Katrina Law was supposed to be Lady Shiva before they cast her as Nisa Al Ghul. So we were supposed to get Lady Shiva at Arrow, and they just said, you know what, just make her Nisa Al Ghul. And I'm like, oh
no, my bad, Landry. We keep jumping back and forth talking about Titans and Young Justice together. No, Lady Shiva and Cassandra are in Young Justice.
I mean, they might show up in Titans, to be honest, at the rate they're going. I mean, we already got old ass Bruce, so who's to say they don't?
Every time I see Lord Friendzone, and I keep trying to picture him as Batman
with the cape and cow.
I'm having maybe I'm just weird and biased, but I'm having
I can't see it.
Hard time. I can't see it. I can't.
Like which says a lot considering that we see Michael Keaton, we're like, that's Batman. That's Batman. even watching Spider-Man Homecoming, I'm like, that's Batman.
It's Batman. Even watching him being the founder, that's Batman. It's fucking Batman.
The founder of McDonald's is Batman? Yes, it is.
Yes, he is. That's how you think of these millions. McBatarangs.
Now picturing Batarang shaped as M's.
Why do you think their mascot's a clown? It's target practice.
Oh man, did you love Jason Todd beating the shit out of killing Joker as revenge? It's great. It's excellent.
And so I gotta finish Titans. I gotta see where all this shit show goes, because this shit is something else, bro.
You know what? I really feel they purposely know that the show is a shit show, and they just said, "Fuck it," they're gonna still watch it, and that's why.
No, I think they're playing it straight. Like, I think it's the exact opposite of Legends of Tomorrow, because when Legends of Tomorrow sucked, and then when they realized they sucked, they leaned into it and it turned it around.
Sir, I maintain on Legends. They said, get rid of the Hawks and your show is going to skyrocket to the roof. And they did. And it skyrocketed to the roof.
It was an episode where the time travelers are like, oh man, the Legends suck. It's like, are you doing? Yeah, we're doing a training exercise to do the things that y'all wouldn't do. And they're like, are we bad at this? That's the episode when that shit started to turn around and they realized they're terrible.
But yeah,
it became avant-garde. But
anyway, you're right. They do play it very straight, so it's hard for me to really like. Are you being serious? Like, I don't know. I mean, look,
like they're dead serious. Like, they're playing it straight as fuck. Like they think they're doing some high art over there. Like,
I mean, at times I see it. Don't get it twisted, because sometimes the drama does come out at times. So I think that's where it's like really some 50-50.
Like, I need to know. I really love the cinematography on fucking Titans, and like the set design, like that shit's immaculate. Like there's some hardworking people.
HBO Max threw some money at that shit.
I'm like, god damn, like one of them tracking shots they did of Gotham.
It's Toronto, bro. It is whole ass Toronto.
Wholesale Toronto.
Come on, the Belanti universe is in Canada, sir. It is not in the US at all, sir.
Not a shred of it anywhere.
Don't let Black Lightning fool you there, buddy.
But it's like, no, Black Lightning was in Atlanta.
Oh, never mind. That's the one place that was in the actual United States.
And the only reason I know that is because that's one of the reasons why Black Lightning didn't cross over a whole lot, because they had to fly him out to Toronto where they were filming, and they had to also fly the suit out. And flying the suit out was a pain in the ass, and that's the reason why he upgraded suits in the later season to that streamlined version.
Yeah, which was probably for the best.
It's all involved.
But yeah, they threw money at Titans, which is I'm still sitting back like, can we get Swamp Thing again? That'd be great. Be excellent.
I mean, I keep hearing rumblings. They keep going, we're gonna do this. I'm like, don't tickle my balls with a good time. Like, give me something. Like, what's happening here? Like,
I still need to watch Naomi. I've been sitting on it.
It's in my DVR. It's in my DVR.
I'm hearing
it's there. Oh, I hear someone who knows me says that I would rather watch an entire Batwoman marathon than watch Naomi. And I'm like, oh, really? Oh, fuck me.
So Stargirl season 3, I can't wait for that to come back.
Oh, it's gonna be fucking phenomenal. Like, I finished, like I'm caught up on season 2. Stargirl is one of my favorite shows on air right now. Like,
I think my worries that you had with the whole, if the budget was gonna be downgraded, I was like, oh, it didn't really feel like it missed a beat.
Because it looks like it's still being filmed primarily for HBO Max.
Well, they did say at the outset that was their primary thing when they did Stargirl, that while it is a CW production, they filmed it with the intent of, what if this pops up on HBO Max?
Same thing for Superman and Lois. Like, they are primarily for the streamer, but they're airing on the CW for content.
Yeah, I still need. Hey, look, Landry, I still need to watch it. So the jury is out. The jury is out. I gotta watch Naomi and see for myself.
I gotta see for myself. But like, from everything I'm hearing, I don't have hope. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I am going to watch it, but I am cautious, to say the least.
Everything I'm reading in Devil's Reign, going back to comic books, Luke Cage might end up being mayor of New York, and I would be perfectly happy with that.
I mean, he can do. We already had JJ. We already had Kingpin, so that's fine with me. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm saying. Did you see the new? Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, so how is Devil's Reign?
It's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. I think because, and I'm thankful that they didn't include the X-Men in it. It makes it very in line of a very street level book. Like, even though they, like you said, you get Danny Rand, you have Mr. Fantastic, Moon Knight's in it. The Champions pop up in it and stuff, but it's still very much some of the street level characters, basically. So it doesn't feel like it's way bigger than what it needs. It's really strictly about Wilson Fisk and his whole being a mayor and him making a life a living hell for all the superheroes. So it's very much rooted in, so it's rooted in that world of the street level heroes more so, which I think is great. So I'm happy with it so far.
Okay. All right. So
because my estimate, it's worth it, but I would say right now I will wait for I think it'll probably read better in trade.
In the trade. That's what I say. So you think it's worth waiting for the trade?
Yeah, I think it's worth waiting for the trade because they'll probably read better in trade. I'm just reading single issues because I'm enjoying it, but I think it'll read better in trade because you can just get it all and you're like, all right, cool. So yeah, definitely read that. I knew this was gonna happen. Sabretooth solo book is promising. Because
I heard
he's out for revenge because, at the outset of Dawn of X, they threw his ass underneath Krakoa on somebody got fucking pay penance for murdering people. So Sabretooth, you're up. You're going down. So Sabretooth is basically on I can actually get out now. Time for some revenge. Let's go. So I'm like, okay. I'm with it.
Some justified homicide about to happen. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, he's 100% justified for it. That's why I was looking at folks like, you're really gonna be mad at him trying to like kill people? No, this is deserving of this.
And then the hypocrisy to have fucking Magneto, Apocalypse, and fucking Mystique walking around free as birds. I'd be mad as fuck too. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. So what they did was, the basic premise of the Sabretooth book was basically like, so he's not necessarily rotting in the pit of Krakoa. What happens is, essentially, his mind is roaming outside of his body, so he could pretty much travel everywhere and start like plotting his revenge out.
They're not Lawnmower Man and my dude, are they?
not Lawnmower Man so much as like he kind of made a deal essentially for that to work. And so far, like, the fact that he can actually inhabit somebody else's body to kind of go through his killing spree, I'm like, okay, all right. I'm
Right.
I'm with to see how this goes. I'm with this journey.
We'll
see,
see how we'll see
we'll
how
see.
it reveals in the second act.
Yeah. I think right now they just now revealed that Gentle was an agent for the X-Men going to Wakanda, which I'm like, well, of course he was. Like, come on. Like, did you not think he wasn't? Because it's already enough that the people of Wakanda already don't like him because he has, white people blood inside of him. So, yeah, I know that was a thing. So,
Who wrote
yeah,
that?
you know what? Who is the original? No, who did write Gentle? I need to know who made him because I want to say it was because he came out during the new X-Men run.
Say who wrote that shit?
The Gentle created by Chris Yost and Craig Howell.
I was just gonna say, clearly no one black.
Oh no, hell no, hell no, hell no.
Clearly.
So yeah, I'm this whole Dawn of X thing. I'm waiting. I'm kind of waiting to see where the other shoe is going to drop on this whole Krakoa thing. Because now, like I said, with the whole thing with Moira and Destiny and all that stuff, and Destiny's like, yeah, bitch, we own you now. Because we could blow this whole shit off.
Yes, they're chasing that bitch down Terminator style.
Yeah,
after depowering her.
Yeah, the Destiny and them were like, yeah, so as much as you might have feared precogs, that future that you claim, it might not happen. So there was zero reason for you to really say don't resurrect us. Like there was really no reason.
Well, that's all right, bitch. Run from it, dread it.
Oh, run.
It all arrives just the same.
Destiny arrives just the same. Literally. I mean, look, as soon as Mystique got her boo back, I was like, oh, it's on. It's game over at this stage.
It's popping, baby. It's popping.
So, speaking of popping, all right, so you know what? Let's talk DC movies. That little snippets of all the upcoming DC movies, dog. Shout out to the Ant-Man movies, Giant Man and Civil War, because seeing Atom Smasher as a giant like that and it looked that good, I was like, holy shit. I was like, holy shit. That
my
looked
only
dope.
complaint. My only complaint. What happened to the gun show? It's my only complaint.
You're right. But he still looked good though.
He still look good. And then I realized, like, I probably know why they had him fully covered because, like, we are not CGI in human skin. You can go fuck yourself on that shit.
But we will give you giant Atom Smasher, and you will like it. And it's like you're right because I like how he looks. Look, I'm liking how the JSA looks. You're right. There has not been a bad what's his face? Wow.
Hawkman? Oh no, Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. There has not been a bad Dr. Fate costume.
There's never been right. And like some people like try to swirl a bone me and go, well, what about the 90s version with the tattoo and the knife?
Still
even
good.
amongst the 90s designs, he was the best of the 90s edgelord designs. So
trust me, folks, we can pick out so many horrible 90s edgelord costumes.
It look way worse. It look way worse than that.
Woo!
Let me just reach in my pocket and pull out Pharaoh Wolverine here.
Fuck that. I mean, we could pick out any Rob Liefeld shit for the 90s. Done. And look, as much as a kid, I adored it. It's like, not so much.
The pouches, my friend.
I mean, hell, even extended to Iron Man and his weird outfits in the 90s.
Well, hold on now. I think I like the modular armor with the what you call mouth.
See, that was one of those costumes that took a while for me to get used to.
Really?
It did. It took me a minute.
That's one of my favorite Iron Man costumes. I'm mad as fuck he wasn't used in the movie.
Maybe, but nah, but JSA and the Black Adam stuff, I'm curious to see where that movie's going. I wish The Rock had the ears as Black Adam. I don't know
Right.
why the Rock is just like, nah, this is gonna be The Rock and Black Adam cosplay. I'm
No,
like,
no elf ears for me, bro. Like, oh, okay, cool.
yeah, I gotta see the Black Adam do the eyebrow. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, right. He's gonna rock bottom Animal Smasher.
don't say that. Don't fucking say that, Prime, because I swear to God, if that happens, I would be like,
you think they not gonna have The Rock doing a rock bottom on a big ass nigga? You think he not gonna fly up?
well, he did do it in that preview at DC Fandom. He did do it to the SWAT, the quote unquote SWAT team guys. So he did do it to them. So
that's what they call a setup. That's what they call in writing where they
tee
set
off.
something up to pay it off later.
If he does it, if he does the Adam
Al,
Smash,
if he catches Al, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Anyway,
Hawkman looked dope.
He looked
to me. But granted, I need to see more in motion before I can say it because we still don't know which Hawkman we're getting. Are we getting Space Cop Danagarian?
Because it looks like he looks like ironically enough, he looks like the Liefeld Savage Hawkman with that fucking claw gauntlet. So we'll see.
Are we getting Danagarian cop or are we getting Egyptian?
Are we getting archaeologists? I don't know. We'll see. My the woman asked me who was that girl in green supposed to be, and when I said Cyclone, I wish I had a camera so I could have captured the other look of disgust on her face. Her whole face is like just twisted, like the fuck.
That's Cyclone. It's like, yes, that is Cyclone.
She looked mad as fuck, bro.
I mean, Cyclone's costume looked like that would be something in a Marvel movie, MCU movie.
Right.
It didn't have anything that was distinct like that Cyclone. And I think that's what threw me off because even I was kind of like, that Cyclone? I was like,
and again, you know where my stance is, like, where's my ginger? Where's my guy? Where's my guy's damn ginger, WB?
There are black gingers, so you can't say, oh, she's black. No, there's black gingers. Don't do that. There's black gingers, so just saying. I mean, hey, look. If they give us Banshee X-Men and he's a black Irishman, I'll be like, yes. Black Scotsman. I'll be like, yes. Black Scotsman Banshee. Yes.
Why the fuck did you say that? Because when they reboot X-Men, he's gonna be black. He's not gonna have. He's gonna be from fucking Brooklyn. Why would you?
Don't say Brooklyn, sir. They're gonna. You know what? He's gonna be a
Yonkers.
he's gonna. What? Give me Black Scotsman, but they're gonna probably make Omar Sy like fucking Banshee, and I'm like, why? No. Why are you doing this? I like Omar Sy. Don't do that to him. Don't set him up like that. Don't do this.
Ginger genocide continues.
Ginger lives matter.
Stop the ginger side.
Don't do that because that's going to get me into that Twitter story that happened with old boy faking that he was a ginger and he wasn't a ginger.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you didn't know? Okay. Quick side note. There was this guy that apparently he's been like pulling in a bunch of fine ass fucking damn black women on fucking Twitter and shit. But apparently he faked himself looking like a ginger. And there are black gingers, but he faked himself looking like a ginger and everything. Turns out he's not ginger. He's just a regular ass black dude.
Oh.
I was like, wow, dude. Like, damn. Meanwhile, every black ginger is like gonna probably have themselves questioned, like, are those real freckles? And I'm like, yes, they're real. Just saying. But nah, so the JSA stuff was actually pretty interesting. Pierce Brosnan, like
fucking perfect.
The Aquaman stuff looked pretty interesting. So what they showed, I mean, it looked like Arthur Curry's still going to have his outfit from like he had at the end of the first Aquaman movie, which I'm like, yes,
as he fucking should.
Keep that. Obviously. What did they show else today? Oh, so the Flash outfit looks pretty interesting. I like it.
Yeah, I like the little visor that came down. I'm like, I dig that. I can fuck with that.
I just want to see it all in motion, fully and stuff. Michael Keaton's in the Bat costume, and I'm like,
did you see those new set photos they released?
Yeah, I did. I'm quite excited.
Looking pretty good.
I'm curious because a lot of people are lamenting that it's clearly Flashpoint and stuff, and yeah, I get it. I get it because
fucking sucks.
Yeah, I think you retweeted it. Somebody was like, "Can I just get a Flash movie where he's just fighting Jack Courtney's Captain Boomerang?" and just
Please.
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 You don't even have to explain what happened to Suicide Squad. Fuck that
You
shit.
don't.
Jack Courtney's back.
You don't.
He's just back just
Like,
cause.
Boomerang comes. Please bring Boomerang back. Please, WB. Please.
Like just be like Boomerang somehow got revived by Amanda Waller and he's just out doing shit. It's like, all right, cool.
Right.
That's fine.
I'm saying, like, you know how cool the fucking Rogues movie would be? Like,
Dude,
the
Captain Cold.
The Flash
Master?
has some of the best villains in comic books, and y'all are doing jack shit with them.
Just give me Mirror
Even
Master.
on the fucking TV show. Like, bro, what are y'all doing?
Dude, the Rogues in the TV show got more mileage.
Bro, what are y'all doing?
And the movies are like, nah, Flashpoint. I'm like,
could you imagine if they did like a fucking Rogues War movie? Because that's what I thought the TV show was gonna eventually do with the Rogues War. Because I've been sitting here waiting on that shit.
I think a lot of people did because it looked like it was building in that direction of like Rogues War and stuff. And then it was like, oh, so we just got new Rogues, but that's it.
So you just toss that shit to the side and we're doing the Forces and more speedsters, huh? Oh, okay. Thanks, I hate it.
Well, Flash got renewed for more seasons, so maybe we'll get the Rogues eventually.
Shocking. Poor Grant Gustin. He looks trapped. Can we?
Hey, sir. He's gonna be just like fucking old boy
Tom Welling.
No, not Tom Welling. Dude, that was Arrow. God damn it,
Stephen
Amell getting them fucking residual checks, buddy, and just doing any project he wants now. Stephen Amell is like, dude's doing heels right now. He's like, he ain't even thinking about Arrow right now. He's like, dude, I got my own show on Stars. I don't care about Arrow anymore. I love it. It was the foundation of my career. That's gonna be Grant Gustin. He's like, yeah, I love being the Flash. I got a couple projects on this.
He's trapped. He's trapped now. He wants to he looks like, save me.
I think that's why they're doing the whole handoff to his kids for the show. I'm thinking that's what they're doing. So now his kids are going to be trapped, and he's gone. Like, peace, I'm out.
And if they did it right, and if they didn't suck ass, a Flash show can go for a long time. You could have just handed off the reins to Wally.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
It was right there. It was a tee up. Was right there.
And y'all had the easiest layup in history.
I mean, maybe CW might call him up and be like, hey, Wally, you want to come back?
Well, I told homeboy he doesn't want to do acting anymore right now. He's too busy being a tree person.
Hey, I respect it.
You live your life, bro. No judgment here. Live it. And that's the reason why he didn't show up in that the Flash family fight last season.
That would have been dope.
He was missing. I was like, where the fuck? Where Wallace at? Where's Wallace?
Say, where's Wallace?
Where's Wallace? Where he at?
Oh man. I am going to see the Batman. I am hearing good things about that movie.
Dude, I say this a lot on Twitter. I should hate that movie on principle, on paper. But everything I'm seeing, I'm like, I'm kind of hard.
I mean, look, as much as the director is blabbing his mouth, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit about grounded Mr. Freeze. Fuck you. I don't want no grounded Mr. Freeze. All right. As soon as he said grounded Mr. Freeze, I'm like, no, go. I'm not. Go for it. It's Mr. Freeze. You better fucking go for it.
You better give him that fucking mecha armor. You better fucking go full off to the ball.
I don't want no Mr. Freeze that's just some dude that's just pale and he's just like, yeah, I'm cold blooded. I'm like, no, don't do that shit.
And I steal diamonds. You know what? Fuck you, Matt Reeves. Put Batmite in that motherfucker.
Hey, look,
let's go for it.
Hey, Peacemaker already confirmed Batmite exists. All right. And Peacemaker had no business being as good as it is. And it's getting a season 2. Dude, you know what that show got me? I'm a fan of obscure characters. When they showed Judo Master, I was like, we're in. We got it. I was like, yo, Judo Master out here kicking ass. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I'm digging that show. And every time I'm caught up. I'm gonna watch the finale tomorrow when I wake up.
How many people are gonna cosplay as White Dragon Prime?
A whole lot.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna like, so you like Redneck Iron Man, huh? Oh, okay. Cool.
You're the third person to say that shit too, Redneck Iron Man. Somebody called him MAGA Iron Man.
MAGA Iron Man. Where are we lying? Where am I wrong?
Dog, here's the funny part. When it said that he was White Dragon, right? I didn't think they were gonna throw him in the suit, right, Prime? I just thought it was just gonna be his dad.
I was like, oh, it's an Easter egg.
Yeah, it's just an Easter egg. That's his dad, and he's just gonna be there, right? As soon as they put him in the suit along with all them dudes in KKK hoods, I was like, Oh my God, they're doing it. Jesus Christ, they're doing it. Wow. Wow.
Literally went there.
It's almost along the lines of reading a Black Panther comic from the 70s where he's fighting the KKK. It's like MCU would never touch that shit ever.
With a 10-foot, you think Disney? You think this? Hell nah, Disney would never.
But I would be game for like a flashback of fucking T'Chaka fighting the KKK for no fucking reason.
I mean, I would love it to death. Would never
Just
happen.
because it would never happen. But it's like, damn.
Ugh.
Like, that's the one place where I'm like, yeah. So.
But whenever I'm watching the show and whenever I start feeling just like a tiny bit of sympathy for like Peacemaker, and I go, oh man, I hear on the gentle winds, Rick Flag. Then I go, fuck that nigga.
But I think the show isn't trying to make you feel sympathetic for him. That's the thing. Because I think when old girl, but no,
dude, all those crime scenes, they don't want you to feel bad for him.
Really? But when Amanda Waller's daughter fucking heat checked him on like, nah, man, you fucking kill people. What do you got to be sad about? What the fuck? No, don't do this. Hell no, nah. I get it. Your dad had you killing. No. But you know what's funny? They're gonna find a way to bring back Rick Flag. You know that, right? If
they don't, because they keep going, oh, we got an idea for another spinoff. If it's not Rick Flag and Boomerang, you can keep that shit, bro.
I mean, they said I say Sportsmaster. Wow. I'm really like blanking out on his name. Idris Elba's Bloodsport. Yeah, they were like, oh, a potential Bloodsport spinoff, and I'm like,
Idris Elba ain't doing no damn TV show, bro.
I mean, he does plenty of TV shows.
I was like, he's not doing one now.
I mean, look, it's like WB. Look, they had Prime. They have it right here. Your next Suicide Squad movie, you can have Will Smith and Idris Elba in the same fucking movie, and that's money.
No,
shut up and take my money. Take my money.
Fuck that. Your next fucking Suicide Squad movie, you need to grab Idris Elba, Will Smith, homeboy John Manganiello's Deathstroke. Have them all in the same movie, hunting the same target. Let's go.
$1 billion. I'm sorry. People might think I'm crazy. No, that's $1 billion. Buddy.
Give my motherfucking check. Man. Have Bloodsport, Deathstroke, and Deadshot hunting after the same target.
Dude, Joe Manganiello will be like, oh, I can suit up as Deathstroke? All right, bet. Let's go. Because he's itching to fucking play Deathstroke. He's been itching since the fucking Snyder Cut. Like, yo, put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Tag me in. Let's fucking go. And I get to punch Will Smith in the face. Oh, ain't nothing but a word, baby.
Oh, bring back Harley Quinn and put in anybody else that you want as rogues, man. Give me Kite Man, Kaleidoscope Dude, Vertigo, Count Vertigo. I don't care what you want to do. Put anybody in there. Just do it. Fuck it. Go for it. Shit, I'd be out, man. That's money in the bank right there. That's money. That is money.
And if you don't want to do that, for whatever crazy ass reason, because apparently y'all crazy as fuck because y'all told George Miller he can't do a Justice League movie.
Miller,
you stupid bastard.
Well, them telling them no wouldn't have gave us fucking that fucking Mad Max movie, A Fury Road. So
true.
Blessing in disguise.
I don't know, man. It feels like I don't know if that's a fair trade. Anyway,
it's a fair trade to me.
If you don't want to do that shit, you got that fucking Green Arrow Supermax script sitting there doing nothing. If you don't want to use Green Arrow, just remove Green Arrow, put Deathstroke, make that movie.
I'm just mad that that Supermax movie is what made them say, "Hey, let's do a Suicide Squad movie instead." But you had the script right there, ready to go.
I think I read it. I read it a while ago. It's been a while since I read it. But from what I remember, it's a good fucking script.
And they used part of the script in that Arrow season when Ollie was in jail. For like 5 episodes he was in jail. They used part of that from that script in that 5 episode arc when he was in jail. And I'm like, the premise is right there. Like, it writes itself.
I'm saying, if you for whatever reason, if you don't want to use Green Arrow, that's fine. Make it Deathstroke. Replace Deathstroke with Prometheus. Call that shit a day. Cut me my check. Give me my fucking money.
All I'm saying is this: the Batman, but the Batman looks dope. That Batwoman and the Batman and Catwoman dynamic looks pretty dope.
They are really, really, really counting on those Twilight fans, bro.
Oh, they're coming. Look,
Did you see that fucking that magazine shoot they did with them posing up like Bruce and Selena? Like they want them heartthrobs.
I mean, let's be
now.
real. Let's be real. I mean, some people have said that what's missing in a lot of these movies and stuff with these like comic book characters is the passionate kind of dynamic and stuff, because we got a little bit of it in Captain America First Avenger with Peggy and Steve.
Yeah, like a lot of these movies are really sexless, and that's really bizarre, especially considering the characters.
Yeah, like Eternals had that, the sex that was in that movie. It played up into that dynamic between those characters. So it's like, all right, it works.
And look, I say that I don't mean like literal, like bumping grinds. I don't mean like literal sex, but I mean like
sexual tension,
attraction, romance, courtship. A lot of that's fucking missing.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, you saw it with Pepper and Tony with that romantic dynamic. Peggy and Steve definitely, because like I said, all of us always talk about that red dress Peggy had on in First Avenger, and I'm like, yeah, you need that. So it's like you see Selena and Bruce, and it's like, yeah, I think we need this. You need this in a Batman movie, because you didn't really get that in the Nolan movies with Selena and Bruce. It was like, it's there.
I mean, they told us it was there. They said it was there.
But we didn't see it.
I didn't see it there.
But this one, you got Zoe Kravitz playing Catwoman. And I'm like, oh, I see it greatly. They lean heavy on that shit.
I'm talking about oozing it. Oozing charisma.
Man, I'm like, look, if we get... Why do I feel Reeves put it in a scene from the comics where they had sex on the roof in their suits? I don't know why I'm thinking they did. I don't know why I'm thinking they put that might be in the movie. I don't know why.
The movie's fucking 3 hours. I ain't shocked if it. I'm not shocked if it is.
That was another thing. They said it was 3 hours. I was like, all right, man. Hey, look, if Batman ain't collect the Riddler trophies in 3 hours, I'm gonna be very disappointed. That's all I'm saying. Just,
Right.
So
you gotta do some Batmobile challenges as well.
Speaking of which, so as you see from the picture behind us, the Doctor Strange trailer and the TV spot made the big splash at the Super Bowl. I didn't, you know what? I saw the TV spot, but I missed the trailer that dropped earlier that day, so I watched it when I got home. I thought the line that was just peak white woman was just, it was perfect, because he's like, yeah, whenever you do stuff, it's always seen as good, but when I do it, it's seen as bad. I'm like, lady, you took over a whole town.
Look, I didn't watch the trailer the night it came out because I was, doing Prime Gundam shit, because my life is Prime and I do Prime shit. And Sharpo posted a meme. And I thought it was a meme, and I laughed. I was like, that's funny as fuck, because I was joking. I was like, what white woman said that shit? And so, I'm going about my day, and I was at work the next morning. I was like, oh shit, let me just watch that trailer real quick. And I watched the trailer, and she says that fucking line, CJ, I lost my shit. Like, I'm at my desk crying, laughing. I'm like, I can't believe they have the audacity.
Because Strange looked at her like the meme, like, yeah. Like,
she's like, so wait a minute, you mean to tell me when I kidnap an entire town, brainwash them and rob them their agency, then leave to face zero consequences, I'm a bad guy? But when you erase people's memories, helping the kid get into school, you're the good guy? Yes, bitch. Yes, I am. These things are not equal. Like one of these things, it's not like the other. Are you for?
But I also think the greatest shit ever is how Mordo is on this "I told you so" shit. Because again, if you remember the first movie,
mug as fuck,
dude, Mordo in the first movie was all like, "Yeah, that's cool, Strange. You saved the world. That's cool. The bill comes due, bitch. Peace.
Pay up. Pay me that money, bitch. Roll it back. Open that checkbook, you bastard. I told you."
And Wong, you were there. I told him, and you stood by his side.
Wong, be blessed. Wong was like, well, look, I had bowling that night, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I had to leave. Fuck this shit. That ain't gonna do with me.
Oh, and I like how Mordo is just like, yeah, I can't help you, Steve. I told you. What do you want me to say? But I think the one thing that got everybody like losing their shit is Charles Xavier.
It's Patrick Stewart, bro.
Patrick Stewart. Now, obviously, since Loki show, we know there's different variations and blah blah blah, right? And then we're dealing with multiverses and stuff. So the logic, and even for me, was this could be the Illuminati in some way, shape, or form.
That's what it looks like.
Multiverse Illuminati.
Like that scene where the Iron Man drones, the Ultron drones are taking him into that room. Like that's, I'm pretty sure that's the symbol of the Illuminati.
Because he says, "Hey, tell him." Like, oh, so is Steve going to be indoctrinated into the Illuminati? You know, and as you see in the picture behind Prime, that's a different version of Stephen Strange. That's clearly a different multiverse, and I'm like, oh.
And we're getting the version that was in What If. So
and possible Necro Zombie Strange.
Yeah, the version. Oh, that version too.
Yeah, that version too. So I'm like, And Wong is just again for the ride. Like, I mean, dog.
And again, Wong is like, well, y'all be safe out. I'm out. Y'all be good.
Oh yeah, and also America Chavez, super boring Prime punching shit. You know,
star. I hope she has a star effect when she punches with the fucking.
I hope it does. That would be dope. I mean, the fact that I just found out that supposedly she was supposed to be in Spider-Man No Way Home. Because she was supposed to be the reason why the other two Spider-Men come into that world, basically. And she was like the bridge and the gap. But I was like, in the grand scheme, I think that would have been more distracting.
Yeah, I'm glad she wasn't. I'm glad it kept it the scope of Spider-Man characters.
COVID is the reason why it didn't happen. So,
I mean,
blessing in disguise,
broken clock and all that, right?
Yeah. So that movie's gonna be. I like that it's Sam Raimi doing it because he's gonna tap into his horror bag a bit.
Yeah, people keep saying like, "Oh, this is gonna be the MCU's first horror movie." I'm like, if it tackles it in the same way that the MCU did its first martial arts movie, I'm good. I'm straight.
Well, I mean, it means it'll be competent. I mean, look.
I mean, I got nothing but faith with Sam Raimi.
I mean, Sam Raimi.
I'm gonna need y'all to pump the brakes on them expectations. Like, y'all need to calm that.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like it's kind of like everybody's expectations about No Way Home, and I saw some people be salty that it ended the way it did. I'm like, no, like that's how you gonna be salty about the way it did because your prediction didn't fucking go the way it went. Like, come on, dog. Like, y'all wanted the actual Sinister Six instead of the Sinister Five. I mean, come on, like,
that's like, again, like I said on Twitter, I saw that movie 3 times in theaters. I'm gonna buy at least 2 copies of it on Blu-ray.
Oh, I'm buying the Steelbook immediately.
I'm getting the Target edition, and I might get the Steelbook from Best Buy. But and I will make tender love to that movie, candlelit with soft R&B in the background playing. But if I had a problem with it, it had to be like y'all were just one away. Like y'all have been trying since Fletch to have a fucking sinister. You just need just one more body, just one more person, just
one more body. It could be a throwaway body.
Right. Just grab a random. It could have been like Bolger get knocked out in the first fight. It could have been anybody. You were right there. You were right. 6 people. You were right. It's right there.
We had the Sinister Five.
We had the Furious Five. What the fuck?
Furious Five. Yes, the Furious Five.
What the fuck are y'all doing? You were right there. Y'all on y'all knees begging for years trying to get a goddamn Sinister Six in the movie together, and y'all pissed it away.
And now
I feel like they're doing a Sinister Stick, like how you're like, oh, I'm gonna save this item for the end of the game when I really need it. I really need it. That time's never gonna come, bro.
Well, I mean, they're already emboldening Sony now. Sony been big dick swinging after this movie's fucking breaking records and stuff. So now they're back they're back on schedule with their fuckery of like, all right, guys. So that Craven the Hunter movie. Yeah, the Madam Web movie. I'm like,
who? So which Madam Web? Like, who the fuck? Madam Web is a side character. What are y'all doing? What are you doing?
And now they're going full tilt into this Craven the Hunter movie. I'm like, all right, okay.
And they keep threatening us with Mobius.
Dude.
Threatening us.
I'm mad that they delayed it again. I'm like, dog, just put the movie out already. We already know it's not in continuity with nothing. Don't just put it out. Just put it out.
No one's gonna care. Well, and then again, if it's not, we just go. It's a multiverse. It's okay. It's all right.
It's fine. Because it's like you're threatening with more. Like I really feel Morbius is gonna be just an okay movie. Like, all right, it's Morbius.
Yeah, like I shit talk, but like look, I know I'm probably the minority here, but like I didn't hate Venom. I thought that Venom.
It's gonna be like the Venom movies where it's just like it happened.
Yeah, it's like it's
nice little adventure movie.
Nice little side thing going on. But the fact that movie is existing is like apparently triggering a lot of fucking Marvel fanboys. That's why I want to see the movie, because that's what I'm like. This shit makes me laugh.
Because to me, it's like they're like I said, this is a Sony fuckery where because as soon as it said Madam Web, I'm like Morbius, I understood, fine, right? Craven, fine. You get your little one-off movie with it, fine. Madam Web though, like what happened to the fucking Black Cat and Silver Saber movie? What happened to what happened to that movie? Did that movie just is that movie not happening?
Memory hold. And my thing is like, then they also said they want to do a fucking Aunt May movie. Like, what the fuck?
Prime. That movie might be on the fucking table. It might be on the table.
Stop the bullshit.
They're gonna do Mayday Walker.
I hope so. But give my boy the Amazing Spider-Man 3, or have him be fucking Kane or Ben with Tom Holland's Peter. Come on.
Easily.
My man Andrew needs his justification, bro. And I'm glad to get that redemption arc, that redemption tour. And then how's it feel, CJ? Because how long have we been sucking that man's dick?
Too much.
How's it feel to be justified that we're right, CJ? How's that feel?
It feels great.
Feels fucking fantastic.
Feels fantastic.
Fucking listen to us, goddammit.
Just saying. Just what it is and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of weird with the right situation though, because they can't say Shumagorath in the Doctor Strange movie.
Right, Gargantos.
And it's like I get it, it's from the comics too, but it's like
we know
who does Marvel have to pay in order to get this Shumagorath shit popping off?
The Robert E. Lee and I was gonna say the motherfucker with Nigger Man.
Goddamn.
Love crap. Look. I didn't name that nigga's cat. He named his cat nigga. I didn't name that motherfucker.
I'm just saying, just hearing the name out loud is like, wow, he really did that. Like, just
he named his black. For those who don't know, the purveyor of the Cthulhu myths, H.P. Lovecraft, had a black cat that he named Nigger Man, not nigger,
hard R,
nigger,
the hard R,
Nigger Man was the name of his pet cat. So yeah, they have to either pay one of them estates, either the Conan dude or the Nigger Man cat dude, one of those guys.
Is Disney gonna have to swoop in like they did before and just start paying off people finally? Because it seems that's what's gonna end up happening.
As soon as they pay those Star Wars writers, they're not giving money to.
Disney's gonna end up having to fucking pay them at some point, because it's gonna be that one. Because again, I feel the reason why they turned around and started paying some of the comic writers, because there was one person in that boardroom that was like, hey, look, do y'all want to pay these people and make people happy, or do you want to continue this bullshit? And somebody was like, fine, fuck it.
I want all the money. I don't want
and it's not like these people are asking for like a lot. They're just asking like, yo, can you give me something I can just live off for the rest of my life?
The fucking dude from the Star Wars books, and they was like, oh, we're not honoring your contract. The only thing he said was like, yo, just pay me my money that's fucking owed. Like, what?
And I'll fuck off somewhere.
What are you doing?
If they wrote him a check right now for $10 million, I'm pretty sure he'd be like, all right, cool, I'll fuck off.
But they won't. But they won't,
and that's a drop in a bucket. And that's a drop in a bucket for Disney. That's the sick part about it.
They won't, because Disney would rather pay the lawyers to not set that precedent, because they feel like that bullshit.
They could pay them that dude $10 million and he'll fuck right off to the sunset easily.
Look, all I'm saying is Disney, pay people their fucking money. It's not that hard.
You pay people, and people will actually suck your dick afterwards. I'm just saying here, there's a thing here. They will do it. No problem.
You don't milk people's creativity, and then don't pay them for their labor. You son of a bitch.
It's like you partially did it on the comic book side, because apparently Marvel as a company doesn't want to pay their comic book writers. So Disney swooped in and was like, hey guys, we kind of want to still make these movies. So why don't we just pay our creatives? You know, because it's like after, I think, I think it was after Brubaker kind of said his piece about like the Falcon Winter Soldier stuff. It's like Disney was like, shit, we probably should pay these people, because I think even Matt Fraction apparently might have gotten paid after the Hawkeye show.
I just still think about the dude that said like, I get more money from Lucius Fox appearing in things than I do from Wolverine. Well,
how is that possible?
That is fucked up.
Which, I mean, I'm pretty sure that check is pretty fat with Lucius Fox though.
Fucked up.
Hold on, does that extend out to the Fox family or just Lucius Fox?
I don't know, but he just says like he gets the money he makes in residuals that he gets from Lucius Fox is, I think he said, was either double or triple what he gets from Wolverine appearing in things. And I'm like, that's
And Wolverine appeared in the movies, Ultimate Spider-Man,
video
cartoon.
games.
Damn, and Wolverine's gonna be in that upcoming Midnight Suns video game too. So
And he's getting a fucking game by the people who brought us that PS4 Spider-Man.
yeah, which leads me to believe there might be a new X-Men game coming up. I feel it's coming. I don't know why. I feel because you tied into what's happening in the movies right now, and we saw Xavier and Doctor Strange. It's like, is this how the X-Men might come into it? Maybe.
So I think it's pretty safe to say that we're headed towards Secret War.
Oh yeah, I mean it was pretty blatant since the end of Endgame when Doctor Strange didn't tell Tony like, yeah, this is one of many possible futures, so I'm not gonna tell you which one this is. So yeah, Logan has been in 98. Yeah, consistent. You're right.
Consistently in everything.
Because even after the Logan movie came out, he was still in the media spotlight.
Not getting no fucking. That's fucked. It's fucked up. Like I really wish we didn't treat comic book creators like this, especially as we're gonna fucking be mining their ideas and have them be on the backs of these multi-billion with a B dollar movies. And that just goes into my fucking frustration of how the comic book industry is treated. Like it's essentially just treated as IP farming and promotional pamphlets for TV shows and movies, when fuck you, comic books are one of the best storytelling mediums in the world. You know what? I take that back. I argue say it is the best because it's a wonderful medium. It's the perfect marriage of creator and audience, creativity coming together, the stories, the scopes, the things you can do with comics is not bound by a fucking budget or actors or none of that bullshit. It's just fucking fantastic.
That's why I was giddy seeing the fact that when they showed the trailer, I guess apparently in the movie somebody screenshotted it. At the end of the Batman trailer, they did a promotion like, hey, go to your local comic book store and check out these trade paperbacks of these Batman stories.
More of that, please. The comic books should be the
Marvel used to do it in phase 1 of the MCU, and I was kind of mad that they kind of petered out and didn't do that. I'm like, no, keep doing that. Like,
yeah, see, my issue with that when Marvel was doing that shit was like they were only doing it to like for the MCU related comic books. But I'm like, no, fuck those comic books. Like, you should be doing it for the comic books and standard in general. You should be driving eyeballs
because they did it after the
universe.
First, because after the first Iron Man movie, I remember they were pushing the Matt Fraction book, the trade paperback for that and stuff around that time. And I was like, all right, that's actually interesting. You're getting people kind of read Iron Man, and hopefully they get to the comic book store and read that, and it will spur it on to other stuff. And then it's just like after the first Avengers movie, they just kind of just stopped. And I'm like, you had something here. Like, you really had something going here, which you could have really expanded on to really get your readership up. And it's,
right. That's my thing. Comic books should not be the afterthought. They should be the driving force leading everything else. Like the hierarchy should be comics, movies, television, video games, everything else.
Yeah, kind of like this big circle.
Yeah, that's what it. That's what it is. Call me crazy, but didn't that used to be the way when we were growing up?
It's an ecosystem. You watch the X-Men cartoon, which bled into you reading the comics. And then you being like, damn, they're doing that movie on the X-Men, and then it just kind of
they go play the fucking arcade game with the boys. Like, it's a fucking. Am I crazy? Like, wasn't that not like that when we were growing up?
That's usually how it was. I mean, look, you open up the Sega Genesis X-Men games, and in the booklets there was like it was a advertisement for the X-Men comics inside the booklets.
They used to air comic book commercials on fucking TV. You remember that shit? What happened?
You open up a comic book, and there would be a thing for the video game of said character, like the X-Men, or a video game of the Hulk, or Ultimate, like when Ultimate Spider-Man, that PS2 Ultimate Spider-Man came out, they were advertising the shit out of that game in comic books, on TV, like Like it's, and like I said, seeing that for the Batman, I'm like, all right, WB clearly sees something there, and I'm just looking at Marvel like y'all could kind of sort of do that instead of like people wondering, hey, where can I read this at? And it's like, okay, well they have to search out they have to search out a tweet from the Marvel official Twitter account to find it, you know,
or use the new and improved updated Comixology app.
Yeah, still, yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I've heard Comixology isn't as great as it used to be.
So for whatever reason, they've updated the store. Well, I know the reason, because they're trying to do the Amazon ecosystem thing, because they're trying to drive you to use the Kindle app. So they've taken away. Where am I wrong? Where am I wrong? Show me where I'm wrong.
Why? I'm just saying, why are we doing this? That's why I don't get it.
I don't know if it's proprietary. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So they took the ability on the Comixology, so now you can't buy comic books on the app anymore. So it's just strictly a reader. So it's just strictly your library. But all the things that's in your Comixology app, you can read it on your Kindle app or on your Kindle now. And I need to check my Kindle because I think I also updated the Kindle app. But I think you can also buy things in the Kindle app. So I'm like, so then why do I need to have the Comixology app for space if I can do everything on this app? I don't understand.
I mean, I was looking at Comixology on my phone, so that's how I was doing it. So, I mean, but also my computer too. So,
I have an exquisite S7 tab. A large screen.
I might jump on the tablet bandwagon at some point,
bro. I don't know what I was doing without one. Like this just changed my life.
So that Moonlight trailer, both of them, I'm on board.
I'm digging them.
I have reservations, but I was like,
I really want to like a Disney Plus show, and I hope this is it.
I think you're a little hard on it, but I get it. I get it.
I really want to like a show, please.
Moonlight looks good. I'm
really impressed with what I've seen from the trailers, and this could probably just be the trailers. But like, I hate to say this because I sound like a fucking slob. But it looks cinematic. Like it doesn't look like a TV show. Like some of the shots they do and some of the location shots and shit.
I mean, that's like, been the Disney Plus shows anyway. They have had that.
No, it hasn't. No, it has not.
I mean, Loki, I would say.
No, it hadn't. Not Loki.
I felt Loki had a little bit.
Loki looked cheap as shit, bro.
I'll say Falcon Winter Soldier.
I would say, yeah, maybe Falcon, like especially that scene when they were fighting that hair, like that some of the fight. Yeah.
Parts of WandaVision, but not the full WandaVision. I'll probably say Hawkeye.
No, I wouldn't say Hawkeye did. Well,
parts of Hawkeye, I would say that, because especially that part where they're chasing each other on the bridge and then that whole giant arrow shit. I was like, okay, So, yeah, I mean, I think this is the one they're definitely trying to lean very. Because if you told me this is a Moon Knight movie, I'd be like, all right, cool, it's a Moon Knight movie, cool.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. At least I think it looks like it. But again, that could probably just be that shot they showed in the trailer. But who knows?
I mean, they're having Oscar winning F. Murray Abraham. He's going to voice the Egyptian god Khonshu.
Now, how do you feel about the change they made to Mark, where he's not fucking crazy and it's like
he has associative I think he has associative wow, I'm like fucking up the name.
Yeah, and it's like dreams and shit, and I'm like, okay, sure.
It's like he has associative identity disorder or something like that, which plays into him like not sleeping like that and all that stuff. I'm like,
okay,
it's an interesting twist. I want to see how the execution of it is, because you can do an idea like that. It's the execution that matters. So,
I mean, I like Oscar Isaac, so yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, look, they showed him in both suits. They did a revamp of the suit. I like the revamp of the suit with them really leaning heavily on the Egyptian mummy motif,
right?
A little bit with the suit. But then they put out a screenshot, I think it was Sunday, of him in the Moon Knight in the comic right now, where he has like the suit and tie and all that stuff. I was like, oh, so we're getting both.
Or like that fucking Warren. I hope they do some shit like the Warren Ellis book.
Oh yeah. We'll see. I mean, like I said, it looks interesting, so we'll see. I think what's the next one that's coming out? Because what's the next month? No, because Obi-Wan comes out soon.
Yeah, Obi-Wan comes out in March, May.
Yeah, March or something like that.
May comes out in May.
Yeah, May. So people are already getting goofy about that shit. And I'm like, stop. Like, just again, guys, watch Clone Wars. It solves all your problems here, folks.
Yeah, I'm just concerned because Obi-Wan is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and I'm just like, oh, don't fuck this up, Marvel.
It's
Don't fuck this up, DC.
It's
I mean,
Filoni.
Disney. Damn.
It's Filoni. So they haven't. Look. Even if you felt some way about Boba Fett, I'm like, well, they haven't missed so far on the TV side of Star Wars so far. So, we'll see what Obi-Wan to me, Obi-Wan is the one that I'm really kind of like, what is that gonna look like? Like, he ain't gonna be out here lightsabering up all the time. So I don't know what that's gonna look like.
Right. And I saw somebody say, like, oh man, Darth Maul should be in this show. No, he should not, because he saw what happens in Rebels. What are you doing?
That's what made it awesome in Rebels, because it bookended on he never knew where Obi-Wan was at and the children until that whole shit with the cube, and he's like, oh, that's where he's at. Time to pay my man a visit.
Living rent free in that man's head.
You know what? That is the greatest plot point of Clone Wars and Rebels ever, is the fact that Obi-Wan lives rent free in Darth Maul's head ever since the Night Sisters resurrected his ass. As soon as he got resurrected, he's like, "Where's Obi-Wan? Where's he at?"
Kenobi. And Ben's like, "I want to say your name is Malcolm." Miles, maybe?
Dude, it reminds me of when Stark met Ant-Man for the first time in a raft, and he was like, "Who are you again?" That's Obi-Wan when he sees Darth Maul, like, "Who are you again?"
Is it Mantric?
Mantric. Maul.
I'm sorry. Where do I know you from?
I think that's what made it funny.
Are you the Duchess's sister, maybe?
I think that's what made it funny in fucking Clone Wars, is that like Darth Maul had to go a whole history lesson to Obi-Wan to remind him who he was. Like, you don't remember me? Back on it was not Tatooine. Back on fuck,
Mandalore?
Yeah, no.
Naboo.
Naboo. I killed your master.
I killed your girlfriend.
Oh, it was you.
I remember you,
buddy.
Been a long time. You spiky head bastard. Come here.
Who's that next to you? He's a little too big. It's my brother.
He's fucking jacked. What they feeding y'all over there on Dathomir?
Is he juicing?
Man, y'all some good eating shit. Y'all, what's that? Protein? You got some tips?
Oh man, that's how it started off. It was like, you don't remember me? I'm like, you're slicing me in half. Oh shit, that is you, right?
That goes to say, how's Obi-Wan regulating through the universe? He's like, slice you. You're not narrowing that down from your chief.
I mean, Obi-Wan had a low key had a relationship on the side, and that the Jedi Order never knew about and shit, which I thought was actually a pretty dope little thing. It's like he actually had like a love interest, and stuff. I was like, oh, all right, that's actually pretty dope,
Obi-Wan is one of my favorite characters. I'm so scared for this show.
Hey, look, Ewan McGregor. You know what? He's one person like that took over a character, and nobody really had a problem with them. As much as they love the original actor, he came in those prequels, and out of all the hate for the prequels, everybody loved Ewan McGregor. Like, yo, he was dope as Obi-Wan.
Hell yeah. And what's even fucking fantastic is he's just as the years go by, he just ages like fine wine into that role.
Hey, look, you want a person that ages into being Obi-Wan old? That's your guy. If they end the series with him and Darth Maul in live action with that fight from Rebels and stuff, and you just put Ewan McGregor in like old gray shit, I'll be like, yes, thank you, yes, give me that. Done.
Pump it into my fucking veins.
And you got Hayden Christensen, which means that we're gonna get flashbacks of those two. And I'm happy for Hayden Christensen because he's been MIA for quite a while.
Yeah, he was in that dope ass. Was that him that was in that movie Glass? Was it Glass him?
No, it wasn't him.
What was that movie with the fucking reporter?
Damn, I don't even know.
You sure that wasn't him? I think he was. Was that him?
Was it him or Rosario Dawson or whatever?
I think so. And it was like Shattered Glass. Yeah.
Shattered Glass. Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, he's been MIA for quite a while because I'm looking at it right now. Yeah,
it's about time for his redemption tour. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, he did actually. He actually technically he got his little Disney check in Rise of Skywalker doing the Anakin voice. So he got his little check. Like, hey, you want me to come in and do a voice? Bet. How much you paying me? Bet. Give me that Disney money right now. It's probably why he wasn't really tripping that he's not on the convention circuit. So
But to be honest, would you want to talk to these motherfuckers? Would you?
I wouldn't. It's just, did you see that a screenshot of the Sandman movie? Oh, the Sandman TV show?
I did. I'm not impressed. I have
Sandman more than me. So what is your expectations for this show?
Extremely low. Especially after I listened to the audio version that was on Audible.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just the actors, like it just didn't gel right because I'm like, this is just I don't know. I don't know. Like the some of the shit they keep saying about it behind the scenes and some of the stuff that we seen, I'm just like, y'all shut the fuck up. Just let the show come out. Shut the fuck up.
Just let the show speak for itself.
Let the art speak. Like, you don't have to address shit like we feel the need to address. You don't have to address the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Let the show come out. Again, like I'm just nervous. I'm just really nervous.
Oh, that's two shows you're nervous for.
Right. Because I read Sandman at least like once a year, like from cover to cover. It's one of my favorite comic books.
It's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do.
Like I'm so concerned. So fucking concerned.
I mean, I don't blame him.
But I'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And other news, did you hear that the Hero Initiative is doing one for the Lord, and they're gonna do a limited re-release of JLA Avengers?
Thank you. I will so buy that.
It's limited to 7,000 copies, and they're doing it for our boy George Perez, who y'all keep him in your thoughts, keep him in your prayers, because he's just been moved to hospice.
Yep.
So
that's gonna be.
They say that he was moved due to pain, and so he can be watched. And there's like he still has a lot of time left, and they had to cancel some signings he was going to do. So keep George in your prayer circle, and if you are able to, because it comes out in March, and I think it's like $30.
Oh, I'm definitely pre-ordering that shit at the comic book store when I get a chance to, so I can actually.
Yeah, definitely. Same here. It's fucking. If you hadn't read it, it's a fucking fantastic story. It's one of my favorite crossovers. I mean, maybe that's also biased because it's featuring one of my favorite superhero teams, so could be biased.
Could be.
Done by two of my favorite curators, Busick and Perez. So it could be biased. Could be biased thing there. But if you haven't read it, wait till this comes out and try to get it if you can, and you won't be disappointed. It's a great book. Good shit.
Definitely. Man, from what I remember of it, pretty good crossover.
It's like it's one of the best crossovers.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so supposedly, so Lockjaw might be in the Miss Marvel TV show.
Fascinating. So, Black Bolt Goes Hawaiian is canon?
Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, they might play fast and loose like Wilson Fisk and Hawkeye, where it's like it's the same from the Daredevil show, but not really kind of thing.
That corner, he's distinctly different, about 3%. There's a marginal difference.
He could take hits from a car like his comic book counterpart and still get up. So his Daredevil counterpart, not so much.
When he was tossing Kate around, I was watching the screen going, are we still allowed to do that in 2022? Apparently somebody at Disney was like, yeah, go ahead and let Fisk throw that little girl around. Just have her do that shit. Fine. I'm like, is he allowed to punch that little girl in the face in 2022? Is this allowed?
Jab the shit out of her in the face, like bam. I'm like, whoa.
I was like, oh shit, we can still do that? Oh fuck.
Oh, complete with bruising.
Was tossing her little ass around like she wasn't, which he should be able to do.
I was like, all right. Somebody at Disney is like, all right, we can do it. We can get to that point. We can do that. So
So we'll see. We'll see. So we'll see. We'll see.
We'll
Although
see.
I find that odd. Like of all the things for Miss Marvel to not change and keep, you choose that.
I mean, Lockjaw they keep.
I'm like,
Which
you choose
what
to keep that aspect. Oh,
you know,
okay.
I'm still interested in seeing how that power set is going to convert into Terrigen stuff because it's weird because I feel this is somebody higher up at Marvel that is looking at Perlmutter and being like, so first off, why the fuck did you try to make the humans fetch happen with them? First off, we're gonna have to fucking fix
Perlmutter's
your
like, first
fucking
of all,
mistake.
Perlmutter's like, first of all, why the fuck are you talking to me? Who are you?
Because I feel if Perlmutter and them didn't try to make fetch happen within humans and jump the gun on that shit, we probably would have gotten a Miss Marvel with her inhuman powers and stuff. And I feel this is them like, all right, we don't want to like have her associated to that bullshit TV show.
I
So
mean, we'll
and
fucking
it's yeah, we'll see. It's just it sucks that that's what they're doing, and it's like, oh, I
but it's
get it,
just
but
it's just so funny to me, especially with the fact that Kamala from the ground up was like they've been building her up for her fucking TV show for fucking years, like
mm,
crafting meticulously this element, that element, and then when she finally gets a TV show, bang, oh yeah, let's just change all this shit we put the work into,
change her powers up, and I'm
change all
like,
that shit, switch it up, switch it up.
I mean, yeah, she's still a Carol Danvers, Mark, obviously, but we gotta change her power sets up. I'm like,
And my thing about that is also is like, so how much was Carol around Earth? Like, was this Kamala just that? Did she just pop that big for that one fight in Endgame? Was that?
it makes me wonder if it's a situation of she never got snapped, so Carol was on Earth during that period of time.
Well, not, I don't know. That's not how they sounded. That sounded like while shit was going on Earth, Carol was still off in space doing space person shit. So
Or
we'll see.
maybe it was one of those whatever mysterious person with their phone camera that was filming the final battle during Avengers Endgame. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
That's what I'm saying. So she just popped up for that Thanos versus Carol fight and was like, I'm gonna stand this queen.
Does somebody have like a drone? Because look, this is a real thing in real life. There are a lot of people that buy drones and fly them everywhere and stuff. There's a reason why they're restricted in certain airspaces, especially in our area in DC. Like you can't fly no drones in DC and stuff.
Oh, I
So
can imagine you can't.
so was there like random drones flying above the fucking final battle at Endgame, and they just happened to catch like a screenshot of that? Because that's the only thing I can figure.
Fucking
Maybe.
Dr. Gero this shit.
Because that's the only thing I can factor in. Maybe I mean, like I said, we'll see how it shakes out on why she's a fan of it and stuff. Because at least with like the Avengers, it made sense because we saw that whole bit at the end of the first movie with like everybody sees the Avengers and it's like, all right, cool, I get that, that's fine.
Right.
But Carol, I'm like,
And somebody's like, well, Carol was on Earth in the 90s. I'm like,
was she out? Was
no,
Carol
who
on
saw
Earth?
her?
Was
Who
Carol?
saw her? Who
Was
saw
Carol?
her?
Was Carol on Earth flying around just helping out the Avengers for like a month or something like that? Is that what happened? Did I miss that whole moment? Was that what happened? Like, all right, I
mean,
guess.
sure, fine. I mean,
I
we
mean,
didn't see the 5 years.
at least with Kate, it was like, oh, she was at the fucking ground zero of the fucking Battle of New York as a kid and saw Hawkeye. All right, cool, I'll buy that. Fine, that makes sense.
Right.
But I'm just
Well,
like,
we'll see.
come on, we'll see and stuff. But the fact that Lockjaw's in there, I was like, all right.
Oh, okay.
Which ties into all the Marvel Netflix stuff is leaving in March.
Right. So this is why physical media is a very important thing, people.
Might go to Hulu, possibly. I'm assuming. Could.
You don't think it'll go to Disney Plus for their Marvel Legends? What's it? The category they have? What's it called?
Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly, I think Daredevil season 1 and 2 is on DVD. I believe.
So now is a good time for them to release them all in box sets, the complete shows. Yes.
I mean,
yes.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Good.
Get my money.
We have preached the gospel of physical media.
Yes, if you can, please always get physical. Always own a copy of the things that you love.
Somebody has went on the bootleg side and has Daredevil the complete series on Blu-ray for $49.99.
Oh, fantastic, my dude.
So folks, on I'm not saying it's right, but if you want a physical copy of Daredevil and Jessica Jones and all that shows, I'm just saying there are places online where you could get them. and you can have it.
Cough, cough, cough.
Cough, cough. The secret ingredient is crime. Cough, cough. Just saying.
It is what
Which,
it is.
I mean, but you know what's funny? It's like somebody was saying, how come like some of the Disney Plus shows aren't on Blu-ray? And somebody had a good answer in the fact that it's the whole thing of if you put it on Blu-ray, then it just makes Disney Plus not worth it. Which I think is weird, is because
no,
which I think is weird because like I can buy Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers on Blu-ray still, and that's on Disney Plus.
That's what I'm saying. Was like, well, no, that's dumb logic, because that's like saying like because it airs on TV, you don't need to buy. Like, I'm not gonna buy every single show. I'm just gonna buy the things that I'm a fan of or things that
Also,
I like.
convenience, because I can just look on my phone if I'm just out and about somewhere and I want to watch the shit, and I don't have to pop in the DVD. But if I'm at home, oh shit, I got So
Right.
I don't know whether that's just a Disney higher up thing of them not wanting to do that.
Well, that's kind of been the way the wind has been blowing for a long time now. Like, I feel like they really want to break us from the habit, and a lot of you fucking idiots are allowing them to do that.
Physical media, why? And I'm like,
why would I buy it? Like, because of shit like this, where they take it off of platforms and it become harder for you to find that shit later.
I'll take a limited release personally. That's just me.
I'll take anything. Like I say, I always champion owning the shit that you like, because again, it could be situations where they take it off the streaming services. There could be situations where they make alterations and edit shit. So, has George Lucas taught you fuckers anything?
I still regret giving my mom throwing away those Betamax of the original Star Wars trilogy.
Every time I see my mom, I would off the fist the fuck out of her.
I don't know why I didn't sit there and stop her when she did it, but I was like, and I didn't think about it until somebody was like, yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find any of the originals. You might be able to find the original cut of those movies online somewhere, but not on physical media because even on VHS, it's the special editions.
I have a VHS of the CBS release of the first Star Wars movie.
Yeah. So unless you get the laser disc of it, that's the closest you're going to get to the original copies of it. And those laser discs are like lots of money. Paying a lot of money.
Right.
So yeah. But the fact that Agents of Shield apparently Agents of Shield is leaving Netflix too, which I'm like, well, that's gonna be on Disney Plus, obviously.
Well, it's obviously gonna be on Disney Plus.
So and supposedly, I think I said it before, there's rumors of some of those characters popping up in the MCU in some way, shape, or form. And I'm like, it's about time.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see how that all translates and stuff. But I'm curious on the DC TV side of things of what's going to be the future for that. Because like with the Flash continuing, what other shows are they going to? Because they already greenlight the Gotham City Knights or whatever.
Gotham Knights. They're giving the people who make Batwoman another show. That just to me proves that the motherfuckers who signed the checks, they don't actually watch the content that they produce.
Did you hear the premise of it though?
How can you look at Batwoman? How can you look at fucking Batwoman and say, you know what? Give those people another show.
Did you hear the premise of it though?
Dog. What do I want to hear the premise of it?
Hold on, let me bring up the premise. It's Gotham City. Who's it? Gotham City Knights, right?
Just Gotham Knights, I think.
Knights TV show. Because it was like the premise of it. Yeah, the pilot filming starts in April.
Stop it. There's time. Don't let this come out. I'm imploring you.
In the show, in the wake of Bruce Wayne's murder, his rebellious adopted son forges an unlikely alliance with the children of Batman's enemies when they are all framed for the killing of the Caped Crusader.
Go fuck yourself.
And as the city's most wanted criminals, this renegade band of misfits must fight to clear their names. But in Gotham, with no Dark Knight to protect it, the city descends into the most dangerous it's ever been. However, hope comes from the most unexpected places, as this team of mismatched fugitives will become its next generation of saviors, known as Gotham Knights. So this clearly isn't in the Batwoman universe. I'm guessing it's not.
It can't. No, it can't be.
Because Batwoman is in Gotham City, so.
And Bruce isn't dead.
Yeah, his doppelganger that was dressed up as Bruce is dead. I don't understand this.
How can you fail? How can you fail upward this hard? Like, look at me. Look at
You
me.
say
And
fell upward.
look at this situation and tell me that white mediocrity isn't a thing. Like, how can anyone look at Batwoman and go, these people need to have more projects? Like, oh,
It's weird because I've seen so many people. I've seen Batwoman is a weird conundrum to me, right? I've seen some people say they like Batwoman. I've seen some people say it's fire.
Do they have brain damage? Are they okay?
Is Berlanti sliding money underneath the table to them?
I'm like, who was slobbing your knob while you're watching this show? Because
I don't say anything. I'm like, if they like it, cool. I'm just like,
no, I'm judging. Usually I'm like, do your thing. But Batwoman in every metric is a fucking horrible TV show. Fucking horrible. Down from the fucking music to the lighting to the cinematography. The motherfucker who brought the craft singles that day tripped up and fucked it up. This show paralyzed the woman. Fuck this show. Fuck it to hell.
You know what? Did you like how are you caught up on Superman and Lois?
Of course I am. It's a fantastic TV show.
They had me hoping that was Doomsday, and it turned out to be Bizarro Superman. I was like, damn it! I thought it was gonna be Doomsday.
No, fuck you. That was an amazing subversion of expectations.
No. It's like I'm not mad at it, but it was just like it was one of those. It caught me off guard. I think that's what got me. It was like
they were talking that shit. They was like, "Oh yeah, it's Doomsday," because they put him in the Doomsday, the fucking
the suit, and he was punching himself on the ground. I was like, "Oh shit!"
But like,
Doomsday.
I knew it wasn't Doomsday because Clark
figure?
was having that thing that they do in the Arrowverse. So there's two versions of the same character that exists in the world where they have those flashes and the visions. Shit. I was like, I thought it was gonna be that evil version that killed Lois and from John Henry's Earth. That's who I thought it was gonna be. But I was like,
wish it was.
I'll take Bizarro. That's fine. But I'm like, nice try, motherfucker. I see through your bullshit. Cause I actually pay attention to your goddamn shows.
Prime, they had me hook, line, and sinker. I was like, oh shit, they're doing Doomsday. Yes, Death of Superman. I was like, oh, all right, it's cool. It's cool. You know,
I'm see that fucking Dragon Ball Z fight in the Arctic though.
It's great. It was great. It was great. Great.
So wait. You mean to tell me on y'all budget, y'all can be doing this shit all this whole time?
Which I'm with the shits with you on bringing in Supergirl and Superman and Lois for a couple of episodes and have her job out to like I don't know who she job out to Jonathan Kent for no reason.
Anybody like look, if turnabout is fair play, if we all about equality, Kara needs to be on this show so she can get just as.
I mean, everybody knows she's Supergirl now, so fuck it, might as well.
What's going on, cuz? Oh shit.
Hey, I like how Jonathan is now huffing crystals in order to get powers now.
Right. So hold on. So that scene when they're playing fucking football and they started playing Move.
All of a sudden, he turned to Michael Vick. All of a sudden, I was like, bruh.
No. When they started playing Move That Dope, did that bother you? Because it bothered the fuck out of me.
Very, very, very tropish.
Like watching all these white kids play football, then hearing y'all niggas move that dope. I'm like,
Prime. It was like the show was good, and it brought it down 2 notches a little bit. It brought it down 2 notches.
No, like that's some CW level shit there. Yeah.
It's like your show was excellent, guys. What can we do to bring it down? Play some hip hop
over footage of a bunch of white people.
Play some trap music.
Over some white kids playing football. I'm like, Well, have my fucking they had on like, Let me switch to Dr. Umar mode real quick.
Who was in that writer's room when they were writing that scene? Just saying, you know what? Do that.
We're clearly not a black man because they fired his ass.
Hell no. Well, they put the black man on the Diggle show.
Fucking just as you.
Hey,
Justice. What are you doing?
Hey, look. John Ramsey, David Ramsey, get your money.
Get them checks. Get them checks, bro.
Get them checks. I'm waiting for him to pop up on Naomi just cause.
Is it on the same Earth?
Maybe. Superman exists.
Okay.
Apparently Superman exists. So you know what? Sharpo's right. That Gotham Knights does sound like Descendants. And Descendants is actually good. I ain't gonna bullshit. This is actually low key pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Like I thought that show was bullshit, and then I watched. I was like, this is actually pretty good. The son of Cruella DeVille. You got me, Disney. You got me.
Well, yeah, make it happen. Make it work.
But I don't trust the CW to do Gotham Knights any good if you put them with the same people from Batwoman on that. I'm like, why? What are we doing? It's like, and yet you greenlit Gotham Knights. Meanwhile, Green Arrow and the Canaries is just sitting there like, damn, fuck us, right?
Dead on the vine. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck that show. I'm glad this shit died.
And look, that show had a pretty good premise. And it's like, nah, we ain't gonna greenlit that. I'm like,
oh, you mean knock off Batman Beyond?
I take knockoff Batman Beyond over Gotham Knights. Fuck. I mean, shit. You brought her back for the fucking Flash team up with Despero and stuff. I'm like, so you're just gonna tease us with this character? All right, fine, cool. You know, Painkiller doesn't get a show, but you know, Black Lightning had to go off air. You know,
I mean, look. Where is my damn Black Lightning in The Outsiders?
They hate you, Prime. They don't see the greatness.
You're right, Sharpo. I wouldn't trust CW to do this fucking Sky High. I would not. I wouldn't.
I found out that we're in this bizarre world where Marvel and DC are equal footing on the TV side because they're both doing questionable things where you're like, who's running these shows? Who's running things here? Like, and now after we record, I might have to watch Naomi just to see what this shit's about.
You let me know, and we can tag in. You know, we should have been doing fucking live reactions to that shit.
Don't deny it's a good time there, Prime. All right. Did you just talk us into a watch along of Naomi?
What episode are they on? Hold on.
Shit, hold on. How many episodes of Naomi is there? It should be like 4 or 5. Don't tell me it's like 6. How many episodes? So Naomi is currently at 4 episodes because they're on break.
Okay, so do I want to get caught up?
Do I want to get caught up before episode 5?
When does it come back from break?
22nd. Next week. Yeah, next Tuesday.
Okay, do I? I mean, it's time, right?
It's time.
Oh, let's think about that shit. I mean, I'm already watching Batwoman.
Are you still watching that show, bro? Are you trudging through Batwoman?
It's painful. I watch like an episode every 2 weeks.
You know what? Let's end it off with this, right? So check it. So we're just getting Black Joker, right? Is that where we're at right now?
Fuck that show, bro. Fuck. Did you see that fucking interview where Homeboy was like, "Oh, I'm honored to be the first African American." Bro, shut the fuck up.
Look,
shut the fuck up, bro. First of all, you are not the first African American because you're not gonna disrespect my man Keith Richardson doing it up as the Rastafarian Joker from the Batman. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck
I'm not gonna knock him being happy. Hey, you're allowed to be happy. You're acting in a comic book show. I get it. I'm just sitting back looking at Batwoman like he couldn't just be like, I don't know, some other character that's not Joker, and I'll been fine with it, you know.
And do you know what his fucking origin is, bro? You know what his fucking origin is? We know what his origin. Okay.
What is it?
Okay.
Because I'm clearly behind, since clearly you're the one that's watching the show. I'm behind.
Stay behind. Gather around, children, as I tell you about the fucking exquisite writing that is on the Batwoman. So
exquisite.
It's fucking Oscar worthy.
Prime is getting it's getting a 3rd season, baby. We're season 3, baby.
Getting the 4th season. This is season 3.
Okay, 4th season. My bad. 4th season.
So have you ever That just makes me like, anytime I think about, I need to get my stuff out there and published, I just think about Batwoman exists. No, I'm good. I don't. Because like, you think that would empower me? Like, oh, this can exist. My shit will be here too. But I'm like, no.
Nah.
That means other shit got looked over, so this could exist.
But anyways, speaking of which, Joker, yeah, continue on him.
All right, so Ryan finds out that she's adopted, and her mother is an extremely powerful businesswoman in Gotham, because of course she is. Why wouldn't she be?
Of course.
And so, for the first couple episodes, she's acting like a straight up biatch to Ryan. And you think that she's just being antagonistic, but no, it turns out no, she's actually has a heart of gold. She gave her daughter away because she was afraid that her brother might hurt her, because when her brother was little, he was on a bus that got hijacked by the Joker, and the Joker shocked him in the head with his joy buzzer. And because he was shocked in the head with the Joker's joy buzzer, that took away his empathy, and also somehow gave him some of the Joker's personality and mannerisms, because the people who write these shows are fucking idiots. And so now the goal of the show is to try to find the Joker's joy buzzer so they can shock him again with the Joker's joy buzzer and restore his empathy. People were paid money to write this. I want you in your darkest moments to remember that when you're laying down to lay at night and go to sleep.
So they pulled something from, because what was it? Wasn't it Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker?
It wasn't the joy buzzer. He was experimented on.
Okay,
by
the
Joker.
He just
didn't catch an electric shock to the face and then went, "Oh, I'm insane now." No, that's not. No.
Like, cause I would buy if Joker put like some DNA shit in the ring, and then dude, that would have been like, all right, I could buy that, to a degree.
This is also the same show that said that Killer Croc's mutation can also be carried in his teeth, and so a kid who found
they made him a vampire, and
so a kid had found Killer Croc's tooth, got nicked on it, and was slowly turning it into Killer Croc. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Quick question though. Killer Croc bites a lot of people.
Yeah.
So this is not the first time that anybody, show, go fuck yourself. Do your thing. Just do what you're gonna do. I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try to rationalize, not gonna think about it. You do this dumb shit.
The sick part, I for years, ever since Arrow came out, I sat there and said that I wanted to see the Question in the CW show, right? Bear in mind, this is right on Arrow season 1 and 2, right? Because he would fit in that kind of motif. I'm sitting back.
City too.
Yeah, and I'm sitting back watching Batwoman. I'm like, they're gonna put the fucking Question in Batwoman,
and they did. Well, she's been Renee Montoya right now, I will say this. The actress who's playing Renee Montoya.
She's great.
She's one of the few things keep me watching, and she is fucking fantastic. She got, bless her heart, she is trying. She's like, I gotta act. I'm acting my ass off because I would like to get work after this goddamn show. So she is bringing her fucking A game every fucking scene she is in, and I'm fucking here for it.
I mean, like, yeah, it's that's why I was just sitting back like, why couldn't they just make Gotham Knight, like pull in their idea for Gotham Knights and the Batwoman? I mean, instead of just doing the whole show.
And then watching the show with fucking Ryan, and then whenever she talks to Sophie, I'm sitting here like, Sophie should have been fucking Batwoman. Like, what? Why does Ryan exist? Ryan sucks. Why are you here?
On paper, you would think Sophie would.
If they weren't going to use another established character, and if they had to bring in a new character, like, it would have made more sense for Sophie to take up the mantle to try to find Kate.
Well, I find it funny that Ryan basically took Kate's girlfriend.
I know, right? She took her shit, took her girlfriend, took a job. By the way, so also on that show, they said that Ryan is the acting CEO of Wayne Enterprises, and I'm like, how?
How?
It's like, oh, well, Kate left this down. Like, Luke is literally sitting right there.
Yeah, Luke is right there.
Luke Fox, who knows more about the company, who knows more about that, who's been there the whole time for Bruce, Kate, and X, Y, and Z. Wouldn't
In
it have made
fact,
more sense to give it to Luke?
wasn't that the basis of like the first episode of Batwoman in that Luke was secretly running Wayne Tech because Bruce had disappeared? So he was
Yes.
secretly running
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
you could kind of still keep that up and just have
Yeah.
Luke Fox just kind of
Yeah.
quietly run
Yeah.
the thing
Because he was doing
without
fine.
having.
He was doing fine. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
So
You know,
why'd you give it to Ryan?
because
Because
reasons.
because she's Batwoman. So clearly she has to like have all of Kate's things, including her girlfriend. Sure,
Hand me
sure.
downs. Hand me downs.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Just
Prime,
her
black
hand
love.
me down. She get
Black,
that them
black
sloppy
love,
seconds.
Prime. Black love, Prime. Black love. All right.
Black people, don't you feel represented as you take this white woman sloppy seconds? Don't you feel represented? Do you feel? Do you?
But see, if it was a white person that said that, I would definitely feel like a slap in the face. But me as a black person saying black love, it doesn't feel as like a much of a backhanded slap.
Look, I laugh to keep from crying.
That's my silver lining with keeping it with Batwoman. I'm like, well, hey, I get to see some black love. That's great. That's excellent. But I also have to deal with fake me out Joker at the same time. It's like, why?
Fake me out, Joker.
It was already enough. It's already enough that I was feeling some way about Jerome in Gotham, and I warmed up to that character in Gotham
because at least that nigga can act.
Okay,
this motherfucking Batwoman, I'm like, bro. If you don't shut
that's why it's like that's why I wasn't mad at the interview, because I understand you're in a position being on the show and they tell you that you're going to be the Joker. Yeah, you're going to be very excited. So I get it. But at the same time, me as the fan that sees all these articles, you're just like, dude, if you don't shut the fuck up, like,
yeah, that's what gets me. Like, I get really, and you see me on Twitter, like, I get really annoyed at the race baiting shit. Like,
yeah,
because you are so inauthentic, you're so fucking cynical. Like, shut the hell up. Shut up.
And it's not, like I said, it's not the actor's fault, because hey, you get put into that position,
right?
You're
he's playing
happy.
the game. Like, he's playing the role. I'm fine.
Yeah,
Sure.
So you're great. So it's kind of like dude that played Wally West. I think he said something similar as being like Black Wally West. I think I might be wrong on that.
Look, if he did, because I was following the production of the Flash like hard as fuck. If he did, that shit slipped by me because I don't remember that.
Yeah, he probably didn't and stuff. But like, I never really knock it because again, you're in the midst of the excitement. So it's like, all right, cool. But I think so. My shut the fuck up is like, I mean, dude, you're a Joker. I don't think you're going to be like the top 3 Jokers of all fucking times here. I mean, you ain't a Kevin Michael Richardson. I mean,
to say, he's like, I'm the first black. First of all, fuck you. No, you're not.
I mean, hell,
it's just like Homegirl who was like, it's an honor for me to be the second live action Poison Ivy. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, you skipped 3 other Poison Ivies to say that, bitch. What the fuck, bitch? What?
And even her being Poison Ivy, I felt some way because I'm like, well, you already had 1 Poison Ivy. Why did you have to have 2 Poison Ivies here? Like, what was the point? Like, it made no sense. Like, come on.
She fucking put out a statement. Was like, I'm so happy to be the second live action Poison Ivy, followed behind Uma Thurman. I'm like, baby,
there's been 3 other. I think there's been.
You're not even the 4th Poison Ivy.
Yeah, because you got what 66 Batman had Poison Ivy, right?
No,
I thought it did.
Did it? It's been a while. I don't remember Poison Ivy.
Yeah, it did, because that whole plot point of Batman and Robin, of Batman and Robin with Batman with Robin kissing her, and he had like the plastic thing that was from the 66 show.
Are you sure that wasn't from a Catwoman thing?
I swear to God. Hold on.
Am I nuts? Am I going crazy? What's Poison Ivy?
Hold up. I swear to God, she was in fucking. Hold up.
I thought she was put in the comic book because I thought that was a big deal about it. Like when Batman Adam West finally get to fight Poison Ivy.
Play Poison Ivy.
Am I nuts? Am I crazy?
No, that's a cartoon. There it is. Poison Ivy appears in Gotham. In Arrowverse. Okay, so I'm not. Okay, so it was Gotham was her first appearance, live action. Never mind.
Batman and Robin.
Okay, Batman and Robin, then Gotham.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, there were like 3 actresses who were Poison Ivy in Gotham, right?
Yeah, you had initially that one,
Little girl.
little girl in season 1 and 2. Then season 3 they aged her up,
and then they
and then
swapped
season
actresses.
4, they swapped actresses in season 4 and 5. So that's 3 there, plus Uma Thurman, plus the other chick, and Batwoman
and
already.
Batwoman.
So you're number 6. You're number 6. You're literally number 6 of the Poison Ivies here. What are we talking about?
What are we doing here? Now, if you said I'm the first Asian American, I need to check the math.
All right, cool. You got it.
Hold on. Need to check the math. Check some descendancies here. But okay, cool.
No, if she said first Asian American, all right, you got it.
I'm like, all right, yeah, sure. Even though you're not Pam Isley, but that's cool. Whatever, dog. Whatever.
Yeah, it's
again,
yeah.
This shit is so annoying, bro. This shit gets on my last nerve.
It's
like you remember back in the day when characters used to just exist and we didn't think about that shit.
You just threw them in there and it's like, all right, that's cool.
Now everybody wants a fucking asterisk mark behind whatever the fuck they do.
Like, because if they just like look, if they surprised me and said oh boy was just Joker just cause and there was no fanfare, I'll be like, oh, that's interesting.
Or if the show was actually well written and then we had like a build up and a grand reveal we find out that he's fucking insane.
Yeah, like he just faked being, sane the whole time, and it's like, oh, okay, all right. Or fuck, if you surprised me and said he was Black Mask the whole fucking time, I'd be like, okay.
I already fucked up Black Mask.
Black Mask 2.
But no, let's get our frosted purple tips Black Joker.
But for the cosplay, Prime, for the cosplay. Because it's gonna be a bunch of cosplayers as frosted tip Joker.
If you show me one frosted tip Joker at a con, I will buy you a Coke.
Look, I will buy a Coke to a white person that actually is bold enough to be White Dragon. Dead serious. You really don't give a fuck about the fucking optics of racism or nothing. You just gonna roll up in here in a White Dragon. You know what?
There's that one dude in Michigan with that fucking White Dragon post on his wall. Like, this is my all-time favorite character, baby. It's my time to shine, y'all.
Prime, I swear to God, I will have the guys video me giving this motherfucker a Coke. And somebody gonna be like, you gave this guy a Coke you don't understand. You got to be bold in this political climate to be White Dragon.
Hell no. I will buy the motherfucker if the black dude cosplay White Dragon.
Man, look.
We gotta buy you dinner, dog.
Prime. You have just bubbled. Look. If I had extra money laying around right now, dog, I will call up somebody to commission a White Dragon costume right now, and I will wear that shit just cause.
On GP.
Oh man, look.
On GP.
If I have residual funds extra to do that shit.
That's the kind of chaos I'm here for.
Like, if I hit the lottery right now, I was like, oh, bro, we in there. I'm getting White Dragon costume making right now.
And you got to get your boys to have the fucking hoods, too, with the pointed hood. You got to get a crew. You got to have a crew. You got to.
First off, we will literally dress up in those costumes. We will walk into convention. We will have those we had the costumes in the bag as we walked to the convention center, right? Dress up as I'm in the bathroom and just walk out the bathroom, and everybody like,
what the fuck?
The fuck?
We're gonna ask y'all to leave.
What are you talking about? We're from Peacemaker. What are you talking about?
DC comic books, baby.
DC comic books. White Dragon. It's a free country. I'm black. Whoa.
Right. Do that shit. Hold on. We're black. It's okay.
It's okay. We're bringing it back.
It's fine. We're taking it as our own. It's okay.
First off, I know D would be with the shits with that. I know Eris would be with the shits with that. Prime, if I had the money, I'd be like, Prime, we're flying you out. You're joining in on this shit.
Again, I'm here for chaos. I'm here for fucking nothing but chaos.
Dude, we will be on the Summer Jam screen on CBR, fucking YouTube, everywhere.
Man.
Instagram, 4 black guys dressed up as Peacemaker.
Dressed up as the fucking discount Klansman from Peacemaker.
Dude, Al Sharpton will fucking disown our asses immediately.
I was gonna say we will get a fucking conference call from Dr. Umar, man.
Every black person that looked up to our podcast would immediately turn their backs on us, and we all of a sudden we get white viewership. I'm like, what?
I was like, oh, well, CJ, know what that means. Time for those outrage clicks, baby.
Yeah, yes, we dressed up as I dressed up as White Dragon, and I have no regrets.
No regrets. None whatsoever.
I swear to God, I swear to you, I would pay money to see somebody literally dress up as White Dragon. I know it's coming. And San Diego Comic-Con's happened this year. I know somebody's gonna dress up as White Dragon. I'm waiting.
I'm sure somebody already has. They had to, right? You
Come on,
motherfuckers
man.
fast as fuck.
White Dragon, DC cosplay. Somebody's gonna do it. I know they did. If somebody don't got an Etsy shit for that, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad.
Oh man, come on. Y'all were cosplaying. Y'all be cosplaying Overwatch characters 3.7 seconds after they fucking drop. Come on, dog.
I mean, but then again, wouldn't that be the equivalent of somebody rolling up there as like Captain Nazi and shit?
You know what? True.
I didn't think about
that. I've seen motherfuckers cosplay Red Sun and Nazi Superman.
Valid point.
I've seen motherfuckers. You remember fucking Overgirl from Hourverse, the Nazi Supergirl with the mask?
Oh,
I've seen girls cosplay that.
Who was that dude that he's in Marvel? He's supposed to be like the Aryan dude or whatever and shit. He's like blonde hair, blue eyes and stuff, and he has like he's basically got super strength and stuff or whatever. Fuck.
I was fun to say Baron Blitzkrieg, but that's DC.
Taskmaster fought him a couple of times. And Cap has fought him.
Cause he's because the version was in Jessica Jones, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck, what's his name? But I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So you're right. Damn, man, I swear to God, if I go to San Diego Comic-Con, I'm gonna be very disappointed somebody didn't do White Dragon unironically.
If they do it unironically, we have a problem.
It's like, what are you talking about, man? This isn't racist, dude. It's White Dragon. Like,
no. If they do it unironically, that's the problem. If they do it ironically, that's fine.
Okay.
That's okay.
I want it ironically, like just like I need to be a white person. Like black person is like, all right, nah, that's too edgy. You gotta get a white person that means well to be White Dragon, just cause like.
Hell no, I want a Korean American to be White Dragon. Sharpo said he's seen Overgirl at the con. Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Hold on, he also said if we do the hood shit, we gotta do the Peacemaker intro dance.
Man,
we gotta roll in the club.
That's the only way that brings levity to the cosplay. You gotta do the Peacemaker dance. That's the only way that
Peacemaker dance. Gotta do it.
You know what? I agree with you though. Yeah, the Peacemaker dance is way better than the show tunes Avengers and Hawkeye.
Somebody asked me like, how come you like the Peacemaker intro but you didn't like the Avengers musical thing? And I said, well, it's easy because the Peacemaker thing was funny.
The show tunes Avengers, I laughed only because I felt like Clint channeled my inner thing where he's just sitting there like, I live this shit. What the fuck am I? What are you doing, guys? I almost died here. Why are you doing this?
And look, my thing is like some dude on Twitter, as you know, as they do, because Twitter is a den of sanctimony. Yeah. Was like, I can't believe you nerds are mad because it didn't have like some post credit stinger or something at the end. I'm like, I didn't even want that. Yeah, it would have been worth my time for that scene if we cut to the crowd and Yelena's in there watching it. Like, cause she said she wanted to go see a show. Like, if you tied it to the story, like if you made my point,
I didn't want to was in the upper deck,
right? Doing this shit. Like, make it worth my motherfucking time. I don't want to see your goddamn show too, because what happens is that shit. There's a such thing as called verisimilitude, and it was like the whole point of it. Like, look, love him or hate him, and sometimes I really do hate him. But Zack Snyder has a really good quote where he says, "You have fun, don't make fun."
It's kind of like it felt like as much as I laughed at the whole thing because it felt very on brand of why the fuck is Ant-Man here? And like I said, Clint looking on like I fucking live this shit. What the fuck am I doing here? And then like it felt very much like this is them kind of doing a produce to in real life. We're actually going to probably end up getting a fucking Broadway shit of that, and it was like
that, and just that within concept of the universe itself, it felt like it was a fucking self parody. Like,
yeah, you're
like
parodying the people that saved the world, and I think
parodying
that's
yourself,
and
and you're
that's
making it, and you're
that's what.
telling me I'm sorry,
Oh,
you're
go
telling
ahead.
me as the
Sorry.
audience. I'm sorry, you're telling me as the audience member is like this shit is goofy. It doesn't matter, even though like a couple of years ago it's like, oh, the Battle of New York is like it's very serious. Like 30 people died.
I think that's why I
In the
like
Battle of
Clint,
New York.
and that's why I like Clint's attitude on. He's like, nigga, I lived this shit. My
Like,
friend died. Like, what are you doing
right,
here? Like,
right. And it was fine within the show, within context of the show. But when you do this fucking cutesy pie it at the end, it's like, oh no, this shit just didn't work for me. This didn't work.
It's more so just me laughing at the ridiculousness of it than actually I want to see this and stuff. It's like, nah, it's just ridiculous and stuff. But it is what it is and stuff, But the Peacemaker thing is just so funny because everybody, including White Dragon, is dancing, and you can't help but laugh because it's just like, of course they're doing this.
Right. And it sets the tone of the show. It's very well choreographed. It has a nice kinetic energy to it, and it has a way better song to it.
Oh, real quick, is butterflies a real thing in the DC universe?
Not from what I can remember. That's saying that they're not, but they're not jumping out at anything that I've ever read or
Okay.
seen.
Because it was just kind of one of those things like this feels like it's a retread of Starro, but in a more gruesome way.
Right, it's so fucked up. Like,
I mean,
especially that scene with fucking Mern.
Dude, as soon as that butterfly came out the jar and it went into that fucking police officer thing, I was like, oh, whoa, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah, I was so fucking mad, man. I was like, damn, I like that chick.
I mean, yeah, look, but also, like I said, dude, the fact that Vigilante, again, I'm used to Vigilante from the Arrowverse, it was all super serious and out for blood, and then this one is very lighthearted, but he's very like progressive and still kills folks. I was like, all right.
So this opens up a question because I had this discussion a lot with people about changes to comic book characters and adaptations. Like because I have it's not a black and white. Well, it's a complicated thing. It's a thing, and so like to see that version of Vigilante, especially knowing his comic book history and seeing that they basically made him Deadpool light, like I kind of feel a way about that. But it's still a good performance, and I like the writing of the character.
So like bouncing off of Peacemaker makes it
right. Like I feel like if maybe he was by himself, it wouldn't work.
Oh hell no. It wouldn't.
But then also again, it opens up that debate about like how much can you change a character till it's not the character anymore. Then at that point, then why not just make a new character? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was like when we see him in Arrowverse, it's like, oh, he's out for blood. He's killing people.
I would say the version of Vigilante that he is, with the black ski suit, like that's the version that was like just basically the Punisher light, and he had like
that was like early. Was that the Greg Saunders one?
Was it Saunders or was it
or Adrian Chase?
Was it more? No, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is Adrian Chase.
So this is George Perez era.
Yeah, this is the Alan Moore, George Perez Vigilante.
Yeah,
and you probably. It's an inside joke, y'all. That's why I'm pronouncing it like that. So this Vigilante, at the end of his run, he puts a gun in his mouth and shoots himself in the head. Like this is like a dark character.
Yep.
And so to see it again, and like he's essentially Deadpool light. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this.
But you roll with it. So now,
but I'm just wrong. But again, because the writing is good, I can roll with it. So I would again, how far can you bend the character and change the character to it? Should just be like, well, maybe this should just been an entirely different character. Then you just have good writing where the changes are absorbed and they're okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's like like Sharp said, it's like James Gunn don't give a fuck and they're just letting him just do whatever. Cause he was like, he was thinking it was the Reach. But if that was a Reach, yeah, they definitely wouldn't give a fuck if that was the case.
Right.
But yeah, it's like they let James Gunn just do whatever in the DC sandbox of this C and D tier characters and just let them do whatever. And I'm like, all right.
And I know what, it's fine because at least James Gunn is a comic book fan making comic book material shit, and it shows.
Dude, it showed in the Suicide Squad movie. I mean, I
Right.
think as much as me and you have fears about Starro, it's like, oh, he knows his Starro shit.
Right. The minute he used Starro, and Starro wasn't a joke, because that was one of my biggest concerns. Like, don't fucking make memes.
Dude, as
about
soon put it this way, I put that status out on my Facebook page. Like when Rick Flag and Ratcatcher roll into that lab, and you see all them people with Starro things on there, that's creepy as fuck.
And then also the fact that he also made him also a tragic figure when he was like, I just wanted the monster star. Like, you got Starro.
Before you caught me,
bitch.
I was like, damn.
You son of a bitch. You got Starro, you bastard.
Yep.
And the fact that he's a massive comic book nerd making comic book material is way more better than what's going on in the Marvel, where the person was like, I didn't even know who the fuck a Mephisto was because he wasn't in the movies. It's like, oh my God. Oh no. Oh no.
Which is weird because it's like, that was one of the reasons why I still low-key like Falcon Winter Soldier, because it feels like the writers there understood Isaiah Bradley. And I was expecting them to like really fuck that character up bad. Like he was just gonna be like, oh, there's Isaiah Bradley, and he's gone. That's it. And they made him a full character. So it's like, so when you, like you said, that comment about like the whole Mephisto, I was like, ooh, you probably should not have said that. Just don't talk at all. Like,
why do they keep saying shit? Like, shut up. Or like the dude from Loki that was like, oh, I invented the character Sylvie. No, you didn't.
That's a real character. What are you talking about?
You just took 3 different characters and Gogeta danced them. Like,
melded them together.
Shut up, bro. You shut the fuck up.
Dude, it's like the Boozy thing where he's like,
right. Like, why are you talking? Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
You don't, hey, guess who you don't hear talking right now? You don't hear Sam Raimi talking about fucking Doctor Strange. He's shutting the fuck up. And
Sam Raimi ain't saying a goddamn thing. He's like, they drug my ass for Spider-Man 3. I ain't saying shit.
Sam Raimi is like, I've been here before. I know what the deal is. I ain't saying shit. Nope.
I ain't saying a motherfucking thing.
You get these trailers, and just watch. Take your ass to theaters. You're already there.
So Sam, how's production of the movie's going? Who's the Sam making the movie? Well, how's working with Cumberbatch? Who the Sam working with Cumberbatch?
Hell, I even go back to Zoe, the lady that did the Eternals. Notice she never said shit about Eternals. She made the movie. She made the movie.
You already knew. You already know. Somebody asking, what's your favorite Jack Kirby comic? Archie?
No, I can't say that because she actually wanted Eternals. She legit went into the office and said she wanted Eternals. She did. To be fair, she actually did want to do Eternals. Now, do I think she is deep dive knowledgeable of Eternals? The jury is really up in the air on that. But she actually legit wanted to do Eternals. So I'm like, all right, fair.
I'm gonna take your word on that one.
She wanted to do it. I don't think, put it this way, I don't think she was deeply knowledgeable of it. I think she was surface level knowledgeable, like, because she probably was just like, oh, Eternals. Okay, I want to do that. That seems interesting. I'm like, all right.
I'm gonna take you at face value on that.
But again, but the point still remains. She didn't say shit. She didn't say nothing. She was just like, no, this is the movie that I made. I'm just gonna let the movie speak for itself. That's what you get.
God damn it, Sharp.
Yeah, no, hey, but you know what? I said it up front when they announced Eternals. I was like, hey guys, don't look to me to be the Eternals guy, because I am surface level Eternals. I'm like,
I need to find that tweet. One of my boys on Twitter said, like, who the fuck wants the new guys at home?
Look, put it this way, Prime. The fact that I was the only one that marked out at Firefox in the after credits shows you how much people knew. Because as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh shit, it's Firefox. Well,
you know what? To also be fair,
Starfox, my bad. Not to say Firefox. Starfox. I was like, as soon as I saw Starfox, I was like, oh shit, it's Starfox. All right, cool.
Well, to be fair, CJ, I don't trust normies for shit, because I also remember at the end of the Avengers when Thanos popped up, everybody was like, Purple Space Hulk?
Prime. There were 4 people total, including myself, that marked out at Thanos.
Yo,
I was like, yes, and somebody next to me was like, what's your yes for? I was like, dude, that's Thanos. Like,
that had to been the loudest yeah boy I have ever did.
Bro, it was
my
me,
entire fucking life.
Prime, I swear to God, it was me, my boy Demetrius, because he was there, and like 2 other people, and we were like, yes, Thanos. Crickets from everybody else. I was
Everyone
like,
was this is the loudest yo I ever hit in my life, and I bullshit you not. Somebody behind me said, "Is that a purple Hulk?" I was like, "Oh my god!"
Prime, I would have jumped over the seats immediately. Like, what?
Like I just
What?
just turn over like. But you know what? So don't trust normies. Don't.
I didn't trust him with the Nick Fury one. When I saw Nick Fury Iron Man, I was like, yes. Everybody else is like, oh shit, Sam Jackson. I'm like, no, that's Nick Fury. I mean, I get it. Sam Jackson, cool. It's Nick Fury. Just saying, this is big, guys. You don't understand. This is big.
He was like, we're talking about the Avenger. What's an Avenger? That's why I don't trust him for shit. Your boos and cheers mean nothing to me.
I don't want to hear nobody call themselves an Eternals expert. Fuck you. You're not an Eternals expert. And hey, look. I love you, Comics Explain. You're not an Eternals expert. I love you. Love your material.
Bullshit. Stop bullshit. I was like, Jack Kirby was an Eternals expert. He didn't give a fuck.
Jack Kirby was like, what if I put New Gods, but in Marvel?
No, not even that. He's like, what if I use the shit I didn't use in New Gods and put it in Marvel?
But make it Marvel.
The New Gods giblets, as it were.
It slaps the car. Now it's Eternals.
What if I just scrape the bottom of the New Gods right here and put an Excelsior on it? All right,
dude. I don't know who was running DC. I know somebody at DC opened up the Eternals #1 and was like, "This looks oddly familiar."
Like,
can't quite put my fingers on this. This is like New Gods.
Hey, Julius, you see this shit?
Look at Jack Kirby. Hey, Jack, we told you not to put New Gods in Marvel. Who said it's New Gods? What are you talking about? They're Eternals.
It's Eternals. Yeah. No, hell no. He probably went in and went, here's my concept, kid. I call it the Forever People. Oh, you mean like those guys from the New Guys that ride that cycle? I mean the Eternals.
Imagine somebody, dude, who made Squadron Supreme? I want to see that pitch meeting. Like, imagine Superman, but make it Marvel. It's like, okay, what is he called?
And he has a domino mask.
Hyperion. Yeah, Hyperion. That's the guy's name. He's not Superman. He's Hyperion. Oh my god, man! Again, I feel Feige needs to start. Maybe that might be a mandate for Feige because it seemed like in this post Endgame on the movie side, he's telling them directors shut the fuck up and don't say shit. TV side, yep. I'm like, you know what? I don't need that for Moon Knight. I just need whoever's doing that show shut the fuck up, don't say shit. I don't want to hear nothing. I
don't hear goddamn.
Don't talk.
Shut up. I don't even want to see your goddamn face. How about that?
Unless it's about like, oh man, Oscar Isaac was so dope on set. He's great. I love him. Fine, cool, but don't say nothing else. I don't want no side commentary. I want nothing. I mean, it is a charming parody. It is. To be fair, it is. I mean, Squadron Supreme is a charming parody. It's great, you know. So, but yeah, that's it for comic book. God help Batwoman for season 4. And yo, Prime, I swear to God, if he goes full blown makeup and the red shit, I'm gonna laugh my ass off so hard.
I'm gonna sue for emotional distress.
Can you do that?
I think I can. I think I might have a case here.
You imagine you sue the CW for that shit. Berlanti's on the fucking other side looking at you like, but you like Superman and Lois, right? Yeah, that's true. But
because there are actually writers working on that show.
You can't say that. You can't say that. You gotta say, but understand. My stomach turns into knots when it switches from that to Batwoman. All right. Just tell you right now.
I feel like classes can be taught on how not to run a TV show with Batwoman.
Somewhere in America Prime, that is probably already happening.
Like you can have the curriculum is all right there.
There's already a curriculum in a college. I know somebody that's doing it about like comic book media and stuff, and how much of it's changed and stuff. So there's already classes on those kind of things. So
Yeah, I took a graphic novel class when I was in school.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
Oh, man, I didn't know that was
We
like
did.
a
Yeah,
real thing.
we did Watchmen, Sin City, Mouse, Metamorphosis, and what's that last book we did? Persepolis, and what's that graphic novel about the Iranian immigrant girl?
That sounds familiar.
Fuck, it had a cartoon movie. Fuck. Anyway, those are the books that we did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, I like how the media, but please, folks, go to your local comic book store, read a comic.
Support the medium.
Support the medium. Support the medium. And also,
or just read in general. How about that?
Yeah, just read.
Y'all some illiterate motherfuckers on Twitter, man. Y'all be killing me, dog. Pick a goddamn book, you illiterate son of a bitch.
We have reached a level to where you can literally convince somebody and say, "Hey, you know, you could learn how to read by reading a comic book, right? It's not hard." I mean, look.
That's me. It's me.
Look. The fact that Squirrel Girl and Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur has gotten little kids to read comic books, I'm happy. That's probably the silver lining.
You mean Dog Man and Captain Underpants?
That too.
No goddamn Marvel comics.
No. Apparently, the kids are reading that Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, and Squirrel Girl.
Are kids reading it, or are librarians ordering it? Because there's a difference.
No, they're actually reading it.
Okay.
They're not talking. We're not talking like comic book stores buying it.
I said librarians. Are librarians just ordering it?
Oh no, they're actually reading it.
Okay.
The kids are reading those books. It's not like they're cracking open like the latest Miles Morales Spider-Man. Then I'll question that. I'm like, I don't know if any kids is reading that book, you know.
And I need to catch up on Moon Girl because I read the first volume of the comic and I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it.
Hey, I can't wait. Hey, I can't wait for the cartoon that's coming out.
It should be fucking adorable. It looks fucking adorable.
I mean, look,
I'm excited.
I mean, hey,
please don't suck.
That's another media that you get the little kids. I mean, look,
it used to be like we just talking about earlier. It used to be an ecosystem. What happened? What changed?
It's like hit and miss. Like, look, my boy's kid loves that the Spider-Man show with Gwen, Miles, and Spider-Man and stuff with the little. I think it's like the little versions of them. Chibi versions of them. I guess.
Oh, is that out yet? Because I've been waiting on that shit. Goddamn.
Yeah, I think it's out already.
Fuck! I need to put it on my DVR. What's it called? Yeah. This Amazing Spider-Man's Amazing Friends.
No, fuck.
SD style.
Hold up. I'm trying to think what was the name of the show. Damn it, I'm like blanking out on it. Hold up, television. Yeah, Spidey and his Amazing Friends. Yep, Spidey.
I know some things sometimes.
Yeah, Spidey and his Amazing Friends. Like his son loves that fucking show.
Like I was waiting on that show. I'm like, oh, I want to watch that.
Yeah, it's out. It's his kid loves that fucking show, top to bottom. So hey, that's something else to. Hey, that was the fringe benefits of Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse was like that spinning out of it and stuff, and it's like, oh, okay,
right. Like that's like it used to be that way, man. Like you used to like see a character on like a TV show or a movie as a kid, and you go, oh, I want to learn more about it. Then like, oh, it's a comic book character. Can I go to the comic book store? Back when comic book stores were a thing.
Oh, they still are, but it's just. I think here's the thing: comic book stores exist. It's just some of them have adapted to the modern changes, and
you mean become Magic the Gathering stores? Is what you mean?
No, Magic the Gathering and other things inside the stores.
My bad. Means Magic and Funko Pops.
You got to diversify. No, well, see, here's the thing. Third Eye Comics, they actually sell comic books and graphic novels, and they delve into the toy ends of the comic book spectrum. They sell manga, wall to walls of manga. They are like all in on the manga wave and stuff. Figure arts. They sell posters. They sell Gunpla. They are a jack of all trades. So they're like, hey, we sell comics, but we do other things too. So, and they do Magic the Gathering and Funko. So I think comic book stores have to kind of adapt to that. You got to be a jack of all trades instead of just being strictly just comic books only, because some people feel comic book stores have that draining energy to them where it's just nothing. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can have a long discussion about how taking the direct market and having it funneled directly through comic book stores and taking them out of newsstands and out of grocery stores and shit, how that started to lead to decline. That's a discussion for another time. It's
Yes,
late.
yes, yes,
And I'll
yes.
play the chicken to my right waiting on me.
There's plenty of YouTube videos that go into that. So
yeah, we can talk about that all night, but I think we have enough. We've done enough here.
We're good. But yeah, next time you see me in Prime, though, it'll be on more from Medicast. We're gonna be talking about Dino Xenon. Am I saying that right?
Dino Xenon.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that excellence of show.
If we want to talk about a Mechatoku, that's what we're talking about.
Which is making a comeback. So we'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Auf Wiedersehen, dudes.